Deep in the heart where the tall trees rise, a secret realm beneath the skies. The moss it whispers the brook it hums, a woodland song where magic drums. Oh, the leaves they dance, the branches sway through the night and the break of day. Our woodland home where dreams take flight, a sacred haven bathed in light. The mushrooms glow in a silver ring. The forest breathes as the songbirds sing. Roots run deep and the canopy wide. A timeless world where we reside. Hear the echo of ancient lore through the hollow and forest floor, a symphony of life untamed, where every shadow holds a name. Oh, the leaves they dance, the branches sway through the night and the break of day. Our woodland home where dreams take flight, a sacred haven bathed in light. From the dawn to the starlit dawn, this is the place we call our home. Elven voices in harmony soar, guardians of the woodland core.
Gonna be
That's
my thing, yeah.
yeah. I think that's also a possibility because we can just. This is a good thing for Plane to also talk about. Hey, Plane.
Hello.
Hi. We're talking about. We're also trying to solve a Baldur's Gate 3 thing, but we're also talking about the thing which I talked about with Ian and Vuk before this. I love like seeing you guys or hearing you guys' reactions to things, but because we're only doing mic and not IRL or not with video, it sometimes is a shame because I don't hear the reactions from you guys, and I know that's because you guys don't want to interrupt each other on mic, or just don't like forget to turn your mic on or whatever. It doesn't matter. Thing is, we wanted to see, or Vuk and I were talking about the possibility of using a camera, so using video, so that we can see each other's reactions and stuff. Because that's for me a very fun and important um, topic of like running D&D games, and I think for you guys it will also be beneficial, not only just by having a visual aid to not talk over each other, but also see each other's reactions to whatever you guys as characters and party do to each other or with each other. So what do you think of that?
Yeah, I'm down for that. I hope you don't mean
Alright.
like right now.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared.
That's the other one. I don't have a camera.
We
right?
can-
Yeah.
If we're all okay with that, the Alex and Phoenix did mention that they would prefer if it wasn't on stream, but that's fine with me too, because we can then just, I think most of us have a second screen, or can just use whatever. So we can still like put the stream on and just have our voices be seen or be heard, I guess. But then on the side see each other's reactions, but it will only be for us.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need that. Sure.
Is everyone like okay with that idea? Should we give that a try?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
you'll see a
my
baby.
camera up, and I don't think I've.
Yeah, is everyone capable
All right,
of
I'm not
doing
okay with it now.
that? Yeah, because we're not gonna see a
I've-
baby.
I have to make sure how to set up my camera because I don't think I ever have. But yeah, I can.
Yeah, that's for me
Right.
a thing too. I'll have to look into that. But we can give him the try for next week's session and see how that goes. And that I think would be very cool to see, because Vuk was telling me about his reactions he would sometimes give to things, and I would love to just be able to see that myself, because that's a fun thing for me to see you guys react to the things I throw at you. Or you, like I
It'll
said,
be
you
really
guys.
helpful. You guys.
What? Oh, there he goes. Oh, there he is. What? I don't hear you, Alex.
I think my internet's a little fucked up. Sorry.
That's all right. All right. I think we're gonna be doing this Baldur's Gate 3 stuff another time because Alex can't join, and then well, we
My
need
plan
the 5
almost
players.
worked.
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't know
It-
how to add Larry and friends, so I couldn't get it to work.
that doesn't solve it either. It's just something to do with your
It
data.
would have. Trust me here.
No, it doesn't. No, I tried as well. But
I was gonna,
it's something to
to
do with
play
the...
BG3 on a different Larry.
Ah, okay, that would maybe work if you had a different console.
Yeah.
But the easy solve is to just reinstall the game, because then it deletes the files, and then just make sure you back up your save files, your save games. But that's it. All right, let's quit out of Baldur's Gate 3 then. Let's do that another time.
No!
we
I just
can.
edited everything.
Oh, my bad.
What happened?
Vuk was looting stuff and then he didn't save. It might have auto-saved, you never know, but
Oh no.
I mean, that's 5 minutes.
Did
Alright.
you buy something, Ian?
I was thinking about buying the Spell Thief, but
Ah, the bow. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's... The bow is like... That bow is like... You think it's good, but then you never really... Like, I've never heard anyone use that. To be fair.
well, I wanted to find out for myself.
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, with your 1 level in sorcery, it could be kind of cool to have like regained just one of your, like that's half of your spell slots. All right. Let's get into some real D&D. All right. I'm assuming we're already streaming, play.
Yes.
All right. Then we're just gonna start off here. We're gonna roll some Fexpiration. 79.
Yeah, this one's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh damn. This is a deep one, guys. Alright. Coming up for the Fexpiration question, it is: has your character ever unintentionally hurt someone close to them? how did they handle the situation afterward? Crusher would never. Jonas would though. All right. While we're rolling for that, I'm gonna say hi to whoever is watching the stream or the VODs afterwards, as well as the players, of course. Hi guys, welcome players. Hi. Welcome everybody to Chains of Asmodeus Revised. This is our Chains of Asmodeus campaign, session 12. We have, we're gonna do the recap in a bit here, but we have made it to Avernus, the first layer of hell, and we've got ourselves in a bit of a predicament here. There's a way out though, which I'm sure, I think Alex, you're gonna do the recap?
Sure.
Alright. Alex is gonna tell you all about. Before we do though, we have a thing called Vexpiration questions, where I put in one question that we roll with a D501. The question today was, has your character ever unintentionally hurt someone close to them? How did they handle the situation afterwards? Well, that's, for your information, this has been a group that has been running for 4 years? 4 years? 4.5? Close to 5? I have no idea. We've had some history, and there's definitely some candidates I'm thinking of. We've also have some new players, of course, so that will be interesting to hear their situation. I think the highest one is by the newer player, so if nothing else, then Dali, you get this. Do we have any other contesters than the 1 and the 4? Or are we giving this to Phoenix?
H. Oh wait, that'd be Alex. Never mind.
All right. Then we're giving this to Phoenix. We're gonna go to the recap that Alex is gonna give. Then we're gonna get back to your question, Phoenix, and then at the end of both of those things, you guys get a Vexpiration, which is a 1d10 you guys can use throughout this session. And then after that, we'll get into the real stuff. All right. Alex, take it away.
Shit, I'm first. Okay. Do I have my dramatic music?
Oh yeah. You want some? I'm just gonna throw in the combat music if that's okay.
Yeah, that'll do. That should do.
Go ahead.
Okay. Last time on the Chains of Asmodeus, our intrepid heroes found themselves in the first layer of hell, Avernus. Unfortunately for them, they had landed just before the lair of great enemy Tiamat, the Dragon Queen. One of her Abishai servants was standing guard and called for allies before diving into battle. Our heroes fought hard with sword strikes that pierced through time and space, mighty walls of impenetrable stones, and quick kills of vorpal, but they were quickly overwhelmed by wave after wave of the Abishai horde. Just as our heroes started to consider retreat, they heard a great roar from the other side of a lava river as a great infernal machine, a emblem of fiendish flesh, a strange bird man, and an old woman who called the heroes over. A plan was hatched. The heroes had a means of escape. In order to get to the machine, Luca remembered his old friend Brebor and transformed himself into a mighty flying dinosaur, scooped up his allies and flew off. Unfortunately, the Abishai had plans and dispelled his magic, causing the heroes to fall to the ground and become trapped in a dome of unbreakable magical force. All hope was lost. The heroes had no means of escaping, but in this moment of hopelessness, Crusher let out a great cry of pain and fury as a ball of light flew from his chest out of the dome and reformed into what appeared to be the spirit of Jonas Krieger, the lost member of Luca and the boys. The spectral hero lashed out in a torrent of hammer strikes, damaging the Abishai to take down the Dome of Force and give our heroes latest hope of escape. Will our heroes survive this battle? Who is the mysterious old woman who arrived to help our heroes? Is this truly the soul of Jonas Krieger? Find out this week in Luca and the Boys Presents The Chains of Asmodeus. And then the music goes nuts now, and then
Revised.
And now the intro.
title. title card right now.
Okay. Awesome. That's really cool. So I thought it was a bit of a focus on the reveal there at the end, but I mean, deservedly so.
Look, we kind of just fought the whole time. I didn't have too many things to go on.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
You could
only
have
had, like,
mentioned
two
my
things
really
to
rad
use.
beheading of an Abishai. It was cool,
Yeah.
right?
I did mention the beheading.
Oh,
Alex,
sorry.
laugh.
I went to the toilet. I must have missed that part.
Motherfucker! You motherfucker!
Something very cool. Al in the background beheaded something. Who cares? I don't know. Next time.
No, that was awesome. Also, before we get to your question, Phoenix, we're on that page, right? Yes, we have new splash art for the Change of Asmodeus Revised, made by our very, very talented new player, Phoenix. She's been doing some great work on just giving us so much more than we deserve. But she's enjoying it, right? So
Yeah, no, I just get a bit like engrossed when I start doing these things, and then I'm just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, why don't I do this and then this and then this? Yeah.
yeah. I'm going to run a new campaign where she's also a part of, and she's already made character art for it. So
Yes.
no, we I think highly appreciate the art and stuff. It's really cool. We're gonna get to your question, Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
It's all right.
Okay.
Plane is muted.
Yes, so yes, they did. So
I'm
before Dahlia joins sort of Luca and the boys, I guess, she has to, well, she sort of has a bit of a disagreement with her like family, so to speak, because obviously she was raised by barriers, and they've always sort of treated her as their own like member of the family, but she's always known that she's different, obviously, and she was really hoping to learn more about herself and where she really came from, and in doing so sort of got into an argument with her father in a way, and like unintentionally basically said like, well, you're not my real kind of family, and then yeah, so then she had to kind of she felt guilty, so she just sort of like went back and had a whole conversation, like a heart to heart, just saying that it was important for her to know about herself, but that, you know, they were her real family, and that she wouldn't, you know, which was hard for her to do because she's not much of a heart to heart person. So
More of a bone to bone.
yeah, precisely. So yeah, that was it, and then yeah, she traveled, went on her way.
Maybe we'll get to know something more about that backstory somewhere down the line.
There's
But
no
look.
greater like haymaker than saying you're not my real dad. Like everyone.
Yeah, that's just putting the real hurt into
That's
into your adoptive parents.
Yes, precisely.
All right. Get your frustration, both you and Alex, well deserved. Use it wisely. We're gonna go into. I'm gonna throw you guys on the map where we've last left off. Only before we start the fight here, I'm gonna also bring up this. This will allow you guys to have a little bit of a preparation time, as I'm gonna ask our streamer to get into the one-on-one chat with me.
Ooh.
Hello.
Hello, streamer.
Hello, dear.
Hi. All right. So, we're gonna catch this up as a sort of a trigger that is gonna happen, because as you see Crusher kneel down in front of the wall of force, you see the reddish light smoke from his armor turn to blue, like Alex so fondly described last session. And the blue light is gonna shoot out, creating the spirit or soul of Jonas Krieger, that will whack down on the blue Abishai and dissipate the dome of force that was surrounding you all. And with that, you're gonna flash back to the inn that you stayed at in Sigil.
Real quick
forgot the
before you
name.
continue.
Yeah.
We do have 2 of our players currently within the stream.
All right. So anyone player that is listening right now in the stream, get the fuck out, mute yourself.
I can mute it for now.
No, you can. No, I'll believe that they will respect my request and now mute the stream.
If you don't
So
get
mute
out,
the
if you
stream.
don't get out the stream, you get stricken down by God.
Yes, and I will see. I will look back and see who has watched this stream. All right. And do an elimination process. All right. We flash back to your lonely cell room, not cell, but room, inside the busy transit way in inside Sigil. You on the ground, I'm assuming, are kind of kneeling down with the scroll in your hands. What do you do?
Concentrate on the scroll. I haven't read the instructions on how to cast the commune spell. And then meditate briefly for a moment and wait for a connection with my god.
All right. So you cast the spell then?
Yes. I cast the
All
spell.
right. As you read the arcane symbols of the scroll, they begin to slightly glow. First, you think it's a white kind of light that comes off the letters engraved into the scroll, but soon they turn this kind of grayish and then dark gray and go into black. And there's this kind of black light now coming off the scroll. Not only that, the scroll seems from the corners to kind of begin to ash away, as if it's kind of just disintegrating. And as it is being cast, this ash and black light forms a sort of figure in front of you. You look up and you see from the ash gray disintegration from the scroll, it has formed this cloud, and within the cloud you see this humanoid form. He stands kind of tall, around your height, and he has a hood on his head, and you see the kind of the black light that kind of forms the humanoid form shines most brightly in the face. Not discerning any details, but clearly depicting someone that is staring down at you. What do you do?
My lord. I've tried for so long to communicate with you.
He nods along and speaks up and says, I know if you've tried. It has been a while. It has been a long time. But here you are, reimagined. Realigned into the faith of Kalimvor. Say, ask what you must, and I will try and answer. Help the one that puts its faith in me.
I have suspicions of a new party member, and that they may have formerly been my friend. If this is true, is there any way that we can reunite him with his body?
And seeing as we're coming into this flashback, triggered by the event that just happened, with that in mind, he will say, "The body of Jonas Krieger might be of undead nature now, but his soul is still within, trapped, occupied by something else."
Can you aid me in saving him and returning him to his body in full control?
Like last time. If it comes to it, I will stretch out a hand, help you in whatever way I can. But this time I'm wondering if this hand will already be taken by something else, or someone else.
And
That's two questions.
I will deliberate for a moment in silence, trying to just think of who that hand could be. And then he'll kind of snap back into focus, and he'll start thinking about himself and his current situations. Can my soul be saved?
The soul of your friend and that of yours, of all your friends, depend on your choices. You will decide the fate of your own, your friends, and that of many others to come. Choosing between the two sides will grant you your answer. And with the third question being asked and answered, Kalimvor's face, that is still a depiction of just a light shining upon you, will begin to tone down, and you are able to speak any last words to him if you want.
Will you
As he dissipates.
will you communicate if I call again?
As he begins to dissipate from out of the smoke, what you can only assume is an arm and hand will kind of reach out, and stunned by just the presence of him, you see the hand kind of reach towards your shoulder, your right shoulder. And by his touch, you feel the presence kind of subside. At least his visual one, but the presence of the god himself, the one you pray to, the one you are dedicated to, at least still, seems still to linger, as if to say, I will try.
And Al in that moment will go back and meditate in his room.
Go back to the group here. You ready?
Yep.
Alright, here we go.
Imagine.
So, what were the answers that the someone that Al talked to? What were they, guys? Does anyone know?
What do you mean we weren't listening?
We shared our
good.
theories.
Your
Good, good,
messages in the chat state otherwise, Alex.
I said in the chat that no one was listening, Blaine.
And then you said, wow, this is a crazy reveal.
Did I actually time that right? Because I was not listening.
It was after one of the questions was answered, yes.
That's so funny.
Which questions? Anyways, all right, we're gonna now get into the main fight here, or at least the fight that we last ended our session in. I hope you guys had some good deliberation of what to do now, because we are still in quite the situation here. I'm gonna, as I'm talking about this, open some character sheets, which I always forget to do. And once I've done that, we're gonna get into the fight. We have a red one.
You can just not open the blue one. We'd be okay with that, I think.
Yeah, those blue ones are nasty.
I'm hearing an echo somewhere.
I'm not.
Is it not just the stream? Do you have the sound on?
Are you in a cave?
Is it maybe Alex speak?
Yeah,
might
I'm
be
talking.
Alex. He's
Do I have an echo?
No, you don't.
I don't hear it.
You don't sound
occasionally.
as clear as the others. So, like, you're still clear, but it sounds as though you're a bit further away from the mic or something.
I might have just went further away from the mic.
But I'm not hearing an echo.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Go, Yup, speak.
Hello?
I mean, it's clear right now, but
Now, are
It-
you
I
are you
can-
sure you don't have the stream up?
no, I never have the stream on. Like,
Yeah, that's what they all say.
I mean, the sound of the stream. I know.
I was gonna say I always have it on. I just don't have the sound.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if there's an echo with me, it's just for dramatic effect. Let's just say that. All right. We're gonna get into this. Looks like it's the top of the round where we left off, which makes sense because the Crusher and Jonas thing was the last thing we did. Which means that there's gonna be 3 Black Abishai in a row here. A bunch of them seem to have, well, I think all 3 of them seem to have the red Abishai buff here. Just this one. And we also did say, like I remembered now, that there was some darkness caused by Black Abishai, which went away when Crusher and Jonas happened. We're gonna cast that again with a Black Abishai here, one of them, which would be his whole action here, so that's good. But gonna cast that right on top of you guys again, to encase you in the Darkness of Hells, now known as just a darkness spell. Alright, I think that covers everyone, so that's good. Oh, well, depending on who you ask.
Can you put it underneath us?
Yeah. Alright. We'll say that the one... I don't know what that tokenism again. And if nobody else knows, then I'm gonna just ignore it.
Wait, which one?
This one. There's like
Oh,
a
the skull?
icon on it. Yeah,
Oh,
the
that means
skull.
he's dead.
Yep.
I remember something happened to him where I put the broken skull on, but I don't remember what.
Was he the only one that succumbed to my turn?
That's
That was it. Yes, that was it. It was turn undead or turn whatever, turn fiend. Yes, that was what it was. Okay. So this guy will actually. How does that work again? I have to roll at the end of the turn or something to save again, right?
Let me just
I
pull.
don't think so. I think you take damage and then it breaks.
But I am frightened as well, right? I run away or something.
Yes.
Let's see. As an action, blah, blah, blah. For saving for a turn, creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its actions, it can use only a dash action to try and escape. Oh, so we're gonna have some opportunity attacks here then. Because it's not
Um,
forced movement, right?
Yeah,
It's not,
can't
no.
see.
And he's
We
not.
can't see
fine.
him, and things you can't see can't be attacked.
Yep.
We can see him because he's first, so darkness isn't cast yet.
Yeah, he is first. If I hover over him, he is the 25. So darkness isn't cast yet. So I'm just gonna pretend the red circle's not there, the darkness, and he's just gonna run. I think he's gonna go back into the cave. Yeah. So we're gonna move over here, and that's gonna trigger 3 opportunity attacks here from Dahlia, Ios, and Kotam. Kotam is prone, so he's gonna make this with disadvantage, but
Just a reminder that if he takes damage, he is no longer turned.
do we want to attack him then?
Yeah, that's why I said that.
I didn't want to attack him. I
Do we just want him to run away? That's also fine with me. You can make the decision on this, Ian, because it's your, or Ios, it's your turn in that. Turn in Holy.
I didn't attack him, and I think I used shield before that anyway.
Alright. Well, we'll say that as he runs away, you point your sword at him and say something to kind of like snare him off. Is that alright? That will work, I think. We're gonna go do our dash, which is gonna be plenty enough to get him into the cave here. We're gonna move into GM as he moves away. Alright, one of them is now gonna cast darkness. It's gonna be the one kind of in the middle here. And then the other one, being now encased by darkness, he's gonna lose his 2 attacks. They're gonna target... Let's do some Ramius and some L.
But I'm invisible.
Ah, yes. I mean, he knows where you are, or at least where you were. So he can still try and attack you, it's just gonna be with disadvantage, right? But because you are also a magical darkness, that will cancel out, so it would be a normal roll, would it?
But also, I've got Cloak of Displacement, so did he know exactly where I was? Or
Well,
would
he would have just, as the darkness is being cast, he would attack you.
Yeah,
where
but
you were standing.
my Cloak of Displacement shows another figure of myself, which is how the cloak works.
Yeah. I know that. I'm just saying that he would have advantage and disadvantage, and they cancel each other out, right? It doesn't matter how many advantages or
Yep.
disadvantages.
Oh,
So, I think he'll be able to at least attack you just with a normal roll. He's gonna do it with. He has 3 attacks. Let's do the chromatic bite on you, and then the 2 scheming scimitar attacks on Ramius. And those are gonna be with advantage, but yours is gonna be normal, which is a natural 1.
that's fine.
Then the other 2 are gonna be on Ramius, a natural 20 as well. Brutal criticals is gonna make that a
Yeah,
+4.
No.
Can you see Ramius?
Do I? Oh shit! It's see or suck. I don't use this often. Give me 1 second.
I'm sure you will in the future.
There it is. Is that again? It's a reaction. Oh yeah, you can see within 30 feet of you. But I can't
So
see
it's
through
gonna
magical
be-
darkness, unfortunately.
It's gonna be 25 damage to Ramius with brutal criticals. And then he's gonna move, not that you guys can see it, but he will move. He will move right there. Kind of flying a little bit over it. Alright. That's the Abishai's turn. Mad Maggie, seeing all this chaos come down, or develop itself, is gonna steer the whole rig. And she's gonna do something crazy, but she must kind of do it. The stone here leads a little bit up. Here it's more going down, so she needs to actually move a bit. But she will be able to. And she's gonna just kind of ramp this thing. So she's gonna kind of like make a turn here and go jump over the lava. As the whole rig kind of jumps over this, it's not that big of a gap there as well. But as this whole thing kind of just ramps up to the ramp, and then jumps this little lava river here, there's a huge kind of sound as the mechanical war machine comes down onto the ground again, and she screams out one more time. As she's entered now onto the other side of the river, she screams out, "You laddies better fucking shape up and get here as quick as possible. We have to escape. They come over and over again. They don't quit." All right.
That's what she said.
And what?
Nothing.
No, go on, go on.
I don't know what kind of accent I'm doing here, but it just comes out of me, right?
That was beautiful, Ian. Thank you.
Yes. I didn't hear what you're saying, but I don't want to hear, I think. Alright, the White Abishai. I mean, Al is invisible. And Dahlia is not.
Yeah, I am. I cast invisibility on my last turn. I'm still invisible at the moment, so it was.
Oh.
Yeah,
So you're
I.
both invisible. Great. Well, we're both gonna attack you then.
But you wouldn't have been able to see where I was before.
Wouldn't I? Were you
No,
not on the same
because-
place?
No, she
No,
turned
I've been
invisible like
invisible for a
outside of
while
here,
now.
and then she moved in.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Well then it's all gonna be on Al.
Fuck you, Dahlia.
I'm sorry.
These are just gonna be straight up attacks, like the black one as well. Alright. There. There.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there.
Miss me. Now you gotta kiss me.
All terrible rolls there. Yeah. Alright. He unleashes his full fury on you, but you are able to, with the displacement and with invisibility, now that you are in darkness, are able to dodge all 3 attacks quite easily as well. Alright. We're gonna just go to the Red Abishai here, who is gonna blast the same... also, he needs to take some damage here, right? Do I make a saving throw for that? Con save or something? For your spores?
Oh, yes, the con save.
11 fails, so that's 2d8.
Yeah.
Goes d8, as he is gonna move out of that as soon as he can. Taking the 9. He is bloodied, by the way. He was already bloodied, but just giving the heads up. He's gonna move right in the middle of this cluster here. Kind of fly over you guys, and he is gonna first, as part of his multi-attack, is gonna do that again. Bless all the ones here. I think... Yeah, he's gonna do the same with the blue Abishai that Jonas is attacking. And then he is gonna attack some stuff. We have 2 attacks. Let's do 1 on Kotem because he's prone. That's nice. And then now we'll roll a d4 on Ios. Alright, this is for Kotem, this is for Ios. Wow, terrible rolls. Alright. That doesn't even hit Kotem, I think. Or does a 17 hit? Yes, a 17 does hit. He's gonna take 23 damage as the fire of the Abishai partially consumes part of his rope. Alright. I think he'll stay there for now. Dahlia.
Okay, I would like to try and just kind of sneak out.
Sure.
Well, actually, can I just like squeeze between Ramius and?
Yeah, you
Out?
can pass. You can pass through allies.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna come just outside of the darkness,
Sure.
And then I would like.
You see
to...
one blue Abishai and a giant war machine with some
Yeah.
crazy stuff on top.
Yes, and I would like to. I would like to use my wild shape so you can get rid of the spores.
Sure.
I'm gonna go for a giant owl.
Okay. Jeez. All right. I don't have that token, I think. Well, let me actually. I did buy. Yeah. All right. Here's your giant owl.
Cool.
Let me do this.
Is Dahlia a horned owl?
Sure. She has the same kind of horns as Dahlia.
Yay.
And I'm gonna give you control over this as well. It's Indie Beastly Besties. Now.
Awesome. Okay.
Just gonna drag you to the side here as you change into this owl.
See, it's a tad annoying now that everybody's kind of in darkness. I was gonna try and like grab someone at least.
Well, we can do the same thing as we did before, I think, right? We did something with Luca and when he was the Quetzal, where they had to make a save, but if they were in darkness, they had disadvantage on it. Or not a save, but a skill check. So you can do that again with one person. You can carry one person as this large creature. But you would be able to. It's only that if they don't see in this darkness, which I think none of them do, they'll have disadvantage on this check.
Okay, then. Can I say that I'll sort of fly in, do sort of a like loop, and then fly towards Mad Maggie, and then anybody that.
Well, yeah. First, I mean, you have flyby, right, with the giant owl. Okay, so first fly. What you can do is just go here, as a suggestion. Just go here, and like, whoever makes the check first, you pick up, and then you fly to Maggie.
Okay. All right then.
Wanna do that? Because then we'll just go down the line here, just with Remius, then Ios, then Kotam, then Luca, and whoever makes this skill check. I think it was 16. I think I made it, if I remember correctly. So if you're allowing anyone to like grab onto you, then we're just gonna. Ooh, Remius is prone. I mean, you would still be able to. What? Sorry.
And so is Ko.
Yeah. I might give priority then to Ios and Luca if they want it, because they are so low, it's gonna be hard for them to do anything.
I could choose to skip good.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll do this because even if you're here, they could still all be grabbing onto you, which then makes it appropriate for me to say that they all have the non-priority on this. So Ios, if you want to make this check first, you can. To see if you hold on. But if you want to say, oh, I'm gonna give this opportunity and see if Remius or Kotam want to do it, then you can do that too.
Yeah, I think I prefer for those two to have the opportunity.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say, because we're gonna be here then, at this point, Remius is also not gonna take the opportunity, because he's a paladin too, like you. And then when we're here, Luca, do you want to grab on?
Could I maybe with not grabbing on, could I help Ko grab on? Like give up my ability to grab on, but help him somehow?
Do you have it yeah, you have proficiency in everything. So sure, I'll allow you to help out here.
Nice.
However, you do have the prone and darkness. So what we're gonna do is, instead of giving him disadvantage or advantage, because that like would always be just a normal roll then, which I don't think is fair in this current situation he is. But I'll allow you to give him like a +2 on his roll, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay, let's do that. So he will have this with disadvantage, but he will have a +2. So kind of counteracting. Alright, I think Kotem is more strong than acrobatic, yes. So he's gonna make an athletics check. This will be a disadvantage, but it will be a +2 to whatever bonus he has already. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that's not gonna make it. Alright, so as Dahlia flies by, which is actually funny, nobody grabs on Dahlia. Two of them didn't want to. One wanted to help the other, and the other failed.
Well, I
So
tried.
as you fly out of the darkness, you've moved now 40 feet. As you fly out of the darkness, nobody has grabbed onto your talons.
Okay. Wait.
If you hear. So you've moved 35. You've moved 35 as you come out.
Okay.
Could she maybe try and get Crusher or Al like swinging on the other way?
Yeah, she has. I mean,
Yeah,
how
I'm
many
not gonna be able
movement do you have?
I have 60 feet anyway, so I was gonna say I could just kind of go like up this way, maybe.
You
Like
can
this.
dash and make that 120, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll dash then. That's a
Okay.
good idea.
So that's 35
Wait, hang on.
plus another 15.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah, so you're on 50 now.
Well, I mean, we're all doing the noble self-sacrifice of letting someone else get out. I don't think I made it, but I did my best, guys.
Nope.
Actually, you know what? I'm never gonna have a better time to use this. I'm just
Okay.
using my inspiration now.
Now you made it then.
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration already activated. With the +5, you make it a 19, 16 DC. So you are able to grab on. You feel a very firm iron grip on one of your talons, Dahlia, as you pull out of the darkness and see Crusher kind of hanging below you. He is very heavy, but you are able to carry him.
Okay.
Where do you want to go? You have
I guess
you have 70 feet left.
You're saying I could, in theory, carry 2 people, right? Or one, just one person?
No, the owl is just able to carry one, a large
Okay.
creature.
Okay. In which case, then I will make a beeline for Mad Maggie.
Sure. You can you can carry multiple people. You could carry a second one, but it would cut your speed in half. Like with the Quetzal. For you to comfortably be able to like be mounted or carry a other creature, it's just gonna be one.
Okay. It's only just because if I'm going towards Mad Maggie, I might also go past Al. So if he wanted to try and grab on, then he could. But yeah.
Do you want to make it available, or do you just fly over him?
Oh, it's that. Do you want to try and grab it?
No, that's fine.
If you wanted to grab, we wouldn't make it to Maggie, but it would get us probably all out of like Abishai melee range.
Yeah.
And I'll try grabbing.
Okay. Well, first make the roll here.
Athletics, acrobatics.
It is actually a disadvantage. It's just your choice, but it will be a disadvantage because you're in the darkness. The 5 plus 12 actually was it, which makes the 17, which is fine. Yeah, no, that's a 12, so that's not gonna make it. All right. Which does still make it that Crusher can make it all the way, and you can make it all the way to Maggie.
Yes, let's go then. Whee.
So you have 70 feet wherever you want to move. That's 40.
Okay. Well, I guess just get on to the thing. Like maybe then. Just...
Alright, you drop Crusher off. Do you want to hold, like, you let him go?
Well, yeah, gently though. I'm not just gonna like drop.
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, he slits off the war machine and plunges into the lava. No, you let him go. My question was more: do you stay or do you return? What do you want to do?
I mean, I guess I could like. There's no harm in like sweeping back.
Well, it brings you closer to the Abishai, but you have 30 feet left.
Can I also ask, right? Because I was invisible. Okay, and technically invisibility doesn't go anywhere unless I attack or cast a spell. But is Wild Shape considered a spell?
Wild Shape is considered a magical effect, but it is not a spell.
So I'm still invisible then?
No, you're in the dark. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You carry over, so it would be an invisible owl.
Oh, that's sick.
Which I would be interesting. Because
Okay,
owls fly very silently, so you would be like nothing.
In which case, I'll make my way back over, and then
Okay.
if just in case anybody else wants to try again.
Sure. I mean, they're not gonna know that you're there. The only way that you were able to. That's maybe why nobody grabbed on until Crusher there, because nobody actually fucking noticed you.
I guess we're still linked, right? Telepath.
Yeah. So the only indication of them having you fly by is you telling them that you are flying by, and then they're kind of just blindly grabbing into the air.
In the dark.
Yeah, reaching in the dark, trying to feel something.
Yeah.
Crusher was just kind of Mary Poppening like across the battlefield just now.
Cool.
All right. Oh fuck, Jesus. I rolled for the Abishai here.
And they all ran away?
Yep, I'm sorry,
While
but
retreating?
you missed initiative 20. You can't roll.
I can roll whatever I want.
Also, just in case it matters for your turn, Jonas is gone because he was 35 feet away from Crusher.
No, not again.
None of us saw him disappear. We're all looking forward to seeing Jonas after this.
Yeah, that is funny. Alright, let me just quickly do this. Yes. That one. Jesus. Another one of those. Oh my god, we have our first green. Alright. And you guys need to get the fuck out of here. Alright, let me roll the initiatives for these guys.
Can I make a point of saying to them now as well, like, because currently I'm not in the darkness, just like I'm telepathically telling people exactly where I am, so if they wanted to on their turn move towards me, they can.
Alright. I think this is good. Yes, this is good. Alright. We're gonna run this to the blue Abishai next to here. He has used all his as we're moving in here. As he's quite low, so let's do a greater invisibility here. Just gonna move into the ether and then move. That's gonna be his turn, Ayas.
Okay.
So you know that there's a giant owl just outside the darkness. You don't know where he is or where she is, but somewhere to the southeast.
Okay.
Although orientation is also a pretty hard thing while you're in pure darkness.
All right. I need to make sure my companions get away first.
Yeah, both Kotem and Remius are prone. They're the only ones that didn't make the save, I think. Or we had a feather fall, right?
Yeah, Featherfall.
True.
All right.
Also, I need to roll some con saves, but you go ahead.
Yeah, Ios is going to call out and try to goad everyone who's in Abishai that he was, in fact, the person who slayed Tiamat's aspect on the material plane. And they are all
All beneath her.
worthless worms. Worthless
Yeah.
worms compared to her.
Mm-hmm.
And he's coming for her. So
Do the math. Alright.
yeah. And
What are
guess
you
I'll
doing?
take
Where are you
a-
moving to?
I'll take a
Also, by the way, Remius' thing failed, so you don't have Crusader's Mantle anymore.
of course. Of course.
Oh no, he did succeed because he has his
Wait.
own. Yeah, he did succeed because he has his own saving throw bonus. I need to roll again though.
That was it. I don't think that was Crusader's Mantle. Because we didn't roll extra radiant damage, did we?
Oh wait, it was something else. He has another one. That one.
Yes.
He did make it though. It's still there because he has the +4. All right. Ios.
Okay. Ios will. They can move this darkness, correct? Yeah.
You've seen them move it before, yeah.
Mhm. I'm going to attack the red one.
Sure.
With Booming Blade.
Sure. It's gonna be a disadvantage, but do you want to cancel that out and do steady aim?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. And I'm just gonna call out that I can catch up.
Sure.
Um,
So you take a moment to focus within the darkness. You feel the heavy breathing of the red Abishai and the warmth that comes from his breath. This differing from the black Abishai that seemed to be all cold and kind of
Holy
nasty smelling. And you roll a natural 1. As you slash, you hear the sword that you wield kind of cut through what seems to be some piece of fabric. Later, thinking that must have been, or now thinking that must have been the cape that he's wearing. So
as
at least
long
you
as I didn't
damaged.
stab Luca.
No, you damaged his. You damaged his wear. But yeah.
Okay. And I will just encourage my teammates to run away.
Alright. I mean, you are still full HP, so.
Yeah, I mean, unless I get trapped and actually we figured out that the wall of force I can dig under, right?
If you are able to dig, then yes, you can dig under it. Because it's, I can't place it like in the ground, so it is a dome instead of like a sphere.
Yeah.
Alright. That's your turn?
That's my turn.
Alright. Luca. You hear the voice of Ayas kind of screaming out into the darkness, trying to goad them into attacking him, and saying that he wants you all to run towards the crazy person on the giant war machine. What do you do?
Right, and we definitely hear that war machine, do we?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if nothing else, you heard like Maggie screaming out, as well as the war machine like crashing onto, or not crashing, but landing onto the other side of the river. But yeah, no, it makes the most sound out of anything here on the battlefield, so you can definitely hear that.
All right, then I'll have to start making my way there.
All right, you're gonna take an opportunity attack here.
Yeah.
Alright.
They do have disadvantage because of my boots, but advantage because of darkness.
All right, so it's a straight roll for both the red Abishai and the black Abishai then.
Yep.
Okay. Well, first the black. He is gonna do a chromatic bite here. It's a
That
12.
was-
And then the red Abishai, as you move away. Are you moving away or?
No, I'm staying here first, and
Okay.
after the falling from my form and landing on the ground, Luca just frustrated takes a second and then stills his breath, and he's gonna say, well, if I'm not going to fly, then they will, and I will cast fly at 5th level at Kotam, Ios, and Ramius.
Cool. That's your last one, isn't it?
Yep, last 5th level.
Yeah. All right. Iosko, Tam, and Remius will all gain fly.
Hell yeah.
No, did not hit.
Yeah, actually,
Like-
Kotam's not an allied creature.
Dex save.
I don't want it. All right. Which I will take the prone. They are still prone, but on their turn they're not gonna be. So
Yeah.
I'll take it off.
And before I leave, I will just try and look out of the darkness into the dark sky, and just instill some hope into. I'll do Al and Ios, and I'll give inspiration to both of them.
Sure. The crown glows a little blue light in the complete darkness that you are surrounded by, and for a second there you can kind of see your own hands as the crown lights it up, but then slowly it dissipates again.
Yep, and yeah, now I have to move, so hopefully he
Alright.
doesn't. Yeah, let's see.
Alrighty. He is gonna fiendish claw you, try to set you on fire. 17.
Oh, God. Damn it, shield.
Alright.
Or no, not really. I'll do cutting words, so I still have a reaction. I'll cutting words
Sure.
it. So it.
Sure.
No, wait. I have blade song, so it misses. Never mind.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that. I was like, I think you still have Blade Storm on, but
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you
yeah.
were like, nah, I was like, okay, maybe it dissipated. I don't know. All right, where do you want to go?
Let me just see something. Yeah, I'll stay here, just getting
Okay.
higher up on the ledge, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
Sure thing. All right. Ramius, now flying will not have to suffer the prone consequences. Ah. I mean, Ramius is not gonna abandon Ios.
Remius, you need to leave. Go. I can catch
Yeah.
up. I can catch up.
What he
They
will
need to-
do though is do this. He will dash, and then he will. No, he won't dash because then he can't pick up Kotem. He's gonna move here. Actually, if he's smart, he will move like this. He's gonna take an opportunity attack from the black. Yeah, will hit. Doing 17. Con save. I mean, he is almost guaranteed to make these. Yeah. Okay. And he will spend his whole action grabbing onto Kotam as he last knew where he was. and then he is gonna, with his dash action. No, he spent his action grabbing, so he can't do his dash action anymore. But he's gonna move. He moved 10 feet. He's gonna move another. He would have 5 feet left, right? Because he moves at half speed.
If Kotam's flying too?
Does it give me a different?
They have 60 feet of flying speed.
Oh, great. Okay, so then I still have. What would that be? 20 feet left?
Well, let's see.
So I would have
15,
50, right? Because I moved
30.
10, but then at the point where I grab code 10, it would be half, so 25.
Well, if he stood from prone, that's 15, and then he moved there, that's
But
10.
he didn't stay, he flies, right? You don't have to stand up from prone if you're flying.
Oh, do you?
I mean,
Okay.
I'm assuming that if you can fly, you don't have to stand up.
We set this precedent with Ios once, and I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right. So then it's 25 feet. Just gonna make it over here, and then he's gonna like kind of move code 10 to this side, getting him as far away as possible.
Is
Right.
that's like lower than the ledge I'm standing on, right? They have
Yes,
some
it
cover.
is.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Well, he actually is moving up because he needs to be on top of this thing. So he's not. He doesn't have cover.
Ah.
But I'm gonna say he's shielding Kotan with his own body. All right. Mickey. This is fun. Let me actually look at this. Yeah. Okay. So Mickey, wielding, as you guys might have remembered, what I described before, a kind of grayed out black and white sword, or black and grayish more. That seems to be split in half, but still held together by some magical force. The end of the blade is kind of just floating in the same place as it would have, but now there's a huge gap between the first part of the blade, the hilt, and the end of the blade that is detached. He's gonna reach out his other hand and kind of give a huge hangst to Ramius and Kotam and both pull them onto the machine as well. And he can't speak, but he will kind of, to the best of his ability, smile in a very awkward and very weird way. Alright, I'm gonna just place them here to fill out. Alright, that's gonna be his turn. We have one new Abishai arriving. A black one. As he is gonna move. He's gonna dash and get all the way in between you two. Alright, that's gonna be his turn because he dashed. Clonk. Doesn't do much at this moment. He is gonna ready an action to use the grappling claw as soon as a allied creature comes within 15 feet. He's gonna try and grapple claw the ally and get him on to the machine as well. All right. I'll do like a little ready action thing here. Blue Abishai. Which one? This one, the one that got hit. We still have one more forge. Or force, I mean. And he does see Ios there. I'm looking at the spell. 10 feet dome. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It is what he would do.
Counterspell.
Okay. It is a 5th level spell. So what
No,
do you
Luca
counter?
just looks at him now and just says, "Not again." 6th level counterspell.
Oh, you had a 6th level spell slot left.
Yep.
Okay. As he, you are in 60 feet. I'm sure you measured it, but
Yeah, that's why I stay there.
okay. All right. So as he does begin to cast this wall of force, you shout out this towards him, and the counter charm with it, and he looks at you furiously, and begins to kind of ready his wings, and is gonna fly straight towards you. Flying above the dark. Well, no, he's actually gonna fly into the darkness, just on the edge there. And we're gonna see. That's a fucking. That's like a spider, like that you see, and then you turn away, and then you don't see it anymore.
And you don't sleep the entire night.
Yes, he's moved into the darkness, but he's on the edge. You know that he will come out towards you, Luca. He's taking up a vendetta here. All right. Next blue Abishai. They're both in a row. How lovely. This one doesn't have a wall of force anymore. So instead, he will just shoot some spells here, or shoot some lightning damage here, with a charge strike. He will target. He will target 1 on the giant owl, 2 on Mad Maggie herself. This is giant owl. It's a 14 will hit, I think.
I am invisible still though.
Ah, yes. Well, then he will target Luca, which will miss.
I called out so hard for them to attack me, those jerks.
I mean, you are pretty occupied. He wants to, like,
Yeah,
try and get
I
the
get
ones.
this guy doesn't care about EMF.
I've played that game a lot of times. It doesn't work.
Sometimes works, rarely though, yeah.
Guys, I
These
mean,
are
that's-
smart creatures. They're way smarter than me. And especially the blue Abishai. They have a fucking... Yeah, there you go. They have an 18 in intelligence. Or plus, like, an 18 score in intelligence. And a natural 20 there on the intelligence throw. Alright, I wasted that. 2 attacks on Matt Maggie. Who will both hit. Doing 11? No, 12. She has some HP though. As Matt Maggie will scream out in agony as she's getting hit by these charged shots from the blue Abishai. And she will kind of steer the steering wheel towards the blue Abishai. In reaction. Alright. Kotam, will you do anything, buddy? Well, you will roll a d6. And not recharge your judgment. And then you will cast... He does still have a spiritual weapon, actually. You will move that towards... You can move that 20 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not enough to reach the black Abishai, I believe. No, it's not. He doesn't know that the blue Abishai is there. He does know that the red Abishai is somewhere there. So he's gonna move it here and then gonna make a attack at disadvantage. Go Tam. Did cast this on 4th level. 15 will not hit. Flanking, nope, doesn't apply. Alright. As an action. Could cost... No, I've used that. Oh, we actually have this. It's a concentration spell, but might as well. He's gonna cast protection from evil and good on Ramius. Give him like a little shield there. And this guy a little concentration there. Alright. And Crusher, you will hear him say, get the others. And that will go to Alan.
Okay, well,
I'm very excited for the one after Al,
I'm gonna move to
not
here.
Crusher.
I'm gonna run to here.
Alright, you're gonna take these opportunity attacks?
Yes.
No, invisible.
Well, I am invisible, but I don't know if they knew I was there. So if they've attacked me before, I assume they can attack me again.
Yeah, but invisibility does make it so that you're not.
Yeah, they can't opportunity attack them.
Yeah,
I
no.
know.
They're fine.
Uh,
Their true sight they would, but
then
they don't have
the
that.
moment I get there, I'm going to cast blindness and deafness on this blue Abishai here.
Okay. You want to do it at like second level or higher level to like do some other ones as well, or no?
Oh, actually, yeah, I'll do a third level. I forgot he ran there. I'll do a third level then.
Sure.
So I'll get the black Abishai and the blue Abishai. I'll try.
Yep.
Anyway.
All right. Wisdom saves, con saves.
Con
What was
save.
it? Okay. Blue, 20. And black, 9.
Black's blinded.
Yep.
And then
Nice.
I'll
They have
use-
advantage actually. They have advantage, but the 6 also fails, so you're good.
And then I'll use my movement to get on board.
All right, you climb up, barely holding on to the giant. You don't know what this creature is, but it seems enormous. The skull that is on top, and it seems very real as well. This is definitely not like a made prop. This is an actual skull of something that you've grabbed onto. All right, very excited for our new guest to make an appearance. Firstly, in this fight, I am very hyped to introduce you to the first green Abishai. Hello there. I'm gonna open his sheet. Haven't done that. Dude, I've rolled like 12 dice or something at this point, determining what kind of Abishai you're joining, and this is the first free I've rolled. Alright, yeah, it's blank. Oh my god, we have some crazy stuff here as well. Oh no. He's gonna fly out. I'll say that he has moved a little bit already, but he will move 30 feet here, kind of flying above it. For the ones that can see, he will fly pretty high up in the air here. So I think Luca, Dahlia, Crusher, Al, you'll all be able to see Ramius and Kotam and all the others on the War Machine. We'll all be able to see him and hear him say this in Draconic. Not that many of you will understand what he's saying, but he'll say, "We're taking at least one. At least one." And he will cast Dominate Person. And he'll cast it on our brave paladin that's in the fray there. Ios, make me a wisdom saving throw, please. You've been terrorized by this spell in the last few sessions.
Yeah, it's probably gonna happen again. Do I?
Can
Well,
he-
you don't have
can he-
disadvantage.
Is there not like a 24 roll on Dominate, or is that just by the creature who originally cast it?
It's it might be, but I think it's by specific to a creature each time it
Yeah.
takes.
Ah, okay.
Actually, there's not even a rule for the.
No, there's not even a rule.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Well,
because
Keep doing it.
No, I did. That's actually correct because I did check that when I was preparing the Malcolm fight, and I casted it twice on him as well there in the fight.
Ah,
Do I
right.
have advantage on this?
Why would you have this or advantage?
The creatures are friendly to you. Yeah, I'm a dragon. We're dragons.
That's true. They're good friends.
We're all dragons.
Yeah, but he's not friendly. He's far from. You'll be friendly to him in just a moment if you feel this.
No. What he means is, if you or creatures that are friendly to you are fighting it.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, yes, yeah. From the dominate spell itself, yeah.
Cool. This is fine.
Well, you have advantage. DC 17. Here you go.
He
Wisdom,
makes us
right?
save every day.
Mm-hmm. Waba.
Guys, I don't think he makes this save every day.
As you see him reach out a finger towards into the darkness, you hear Ios's voice, who was screaming out these kind of taunting messages.
Oh,
Silence.
Bardic. I'm gonna get a 10 here.
Sure.
He gets 10s every day. Come on.
I'm gonna kill
Nope.
myself.
That just hurts more. It would have been better if it was like a 4.
Exactly. Yeah. If it was like a I hate
Yeah.
this.
All right, Ios, you scream out towards your allies to like make your way towards the war machine. You all hear these taunting remarks against the Abishai and these encouraging remarks towards you all, of course. Silence abruptly as the finger of the green Abishai points into the darkness. The voice silences, and there's just the flapping of wings that you hear from inside. All right. And he has telepath. He can telepathically speak to you, Aya. So he will, on your turn, I will instruct you what to do. Crusher.
Yep.
Okay. Why do you do this to me? I'm talking to Ios. Why does he do this to me?
Yeah, why couldn't you just make the
To
save?
see if you're really Jonas. To see if we're really friends.
You don't know what
this-
happened to Ios, by the way. You just know that he's gone silent.
I can see over this dome, can't I? Of the darkness from up here.
Well, you
Maybe.
can see him, but you can't see Ios. He's still in the
Yeah, I can see the green guy.
Yes, definitely.
And I can see that he cast that spell that got cast on Ios 12 times like 3 hours ago.
Well, you're not the sorcerer yourself, so you have no idea what he just did in terms
I'm
of
a-
casting.
I'm a powerful mage, yup. How dare you? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'll allow you to roll a history check, because like just about like an hour ago, this same spell was cast, so the arcane words are still the same.
I'm a
So
powerful mage. I know this.
yeah, go ahead and roll me a history check or an arcana check.
I don't need it. I'm a powerful wizard. See?
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, but I'm gonna beat up the guy who just cast a mysterious spell, and you can't stop me.
Yeah, and silence the Ios. Go ahead.
Yeah,
You wanna do-
I'm gonna kill the green guy up, and you can't stop me.
He is concentrating on this.
You maybe with telepathic bond would just hear static from Ios. That's it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I know when that happened. It was the green guy. And I'm gonna kill him. Alright, I got him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have just enough movement. I don't need to move, but I have enough 30 feet away from me, and then move it 30 feet
Okay.
to make my friend. I'm gonna save Ios.
Where did you move to?
I'm not moving Crusher.
Okay, you're moving
I'm
him.
projecting, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Into the air?
I mean, he can go into the air.
Yeah, he's pretty much a ghost, so.
That's unreal.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't need a flying horse to fly now. He just does it.
He's not flying either or levitating, it's just an image that appears somewhere.
Yeah, he just runs in the sky. He doesn't
Yeah.
fly. And then we hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you do. That's brutal, so that's gonna be +7 to that, so what's that? 14 plus 7 is 21 damage. Just not the 11 saving throw you were hoping for, but he's just gonna throw that at 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he makes that first.
Okay. I have advantage on my attack rolls now because I hit him with a crit.
Yeah, sure. I'll do like a little mark.
22 and 27.
We'll do this. Yeah, that will hit.
Give me another 24 and 2 more saves.
Right. Minus 24. Those are individual, so it's both DC 10.
Yep.
12. Yeah. I don't think I have anything for that.
Jonas likes to wait until the last con save to have it work.
He just wants to make it like climactic.
He's very dramatic.
Yeah, no, so that will dissipate the dominate person here.
Right, and my turn will end, which means bye, buddy.
Alright, anything else? Alex?
Sorry, I forgot to turn push to talk on, that's all.
Okay. Alright. Well, the turned fiend Black Abishai that went back into the cave is still gonna run, right? It doesn't do anything, he doesn't have a save or anything. For the turn fiend thing, turn unholy. Let's see.
Until
no.
for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Yeah, alright. So I'm just gonna delete him from the game. 'Cause he just, alright. Black Abishai. Next to Ayas. Ayas, for a moment, as you were being dominated, you heard all these voices of the Abishai around you, kind of commanding you to do this kinds of stuff. These horrible kind of deeds to your friends. But it kind of disappears, these voices, as soon as they did appear. Which makes this Black Abishai your friend or your foe again. And with that, he's gonna move over here. Dahlia, where are you in relation to me vertically?
I'm just like perched on the ground, like within easy range.
Sure.
Typical.
Then he will attack both of you here. You did take
Still
already
can't
some.
She's still invisible.
See me? I'm still invisible.
Yeah. I just keep forgetting that. Alright. Then he's just gonna target Ios here. We have flanking, we have advantage. Gonna do the whole shebang here. 3 attacks on you. Chromatic Bite, Scimitar, Scimitar. 25, 26, 22.
None hit because of my reaction.
Even if it's a flanking, which will become 27, 28, and 24.
Fuck. They all hit.
They all hit?
No, one misses.
Okay, so these Chromatic Bite and the one scheming will then hit. Doing 22 and then 30 damage in total.
And is it force? No. Of course not.
It's acid and piercing. Oh, well, force is 1. Yeah, that's actually true. 8 force damage, so that becomes a 4. So 26 damage.
Dude.
Getting you to complete 100, I think.
No, I had temporary hit points.
Oh, nice. Alright. He is gonna be right there. Mad Maggie is gonna...
I'm just gonna put this in chat to let you know my reaction is done.
Move a little bit here. And she is gonna... Yeah, she's gonna help here. Which does bring... No, I need to move a little bit closer. Here. Which does bring Luca into range of the vehicle. Which then makes Klonk's action... ready to action a thing. And I need to open this guy. He's gonna make an attack at you, Luca.
Who is?
The grappling claw will come towards your way.
Wait, do I want this to hit or not?
You can allow it to hit if you want.
Is it dealing damage?
Well, you'll find out.
Well, you can't. Yup.
You're not
I'm
asking
holding
him.
concentration.
You're not asking him. In the short time here, so. Want it or not?
God. No, I'm gonna resist then.
Okay, then it won't hit.
God damn it, yup.
Alright, with that, I can't ready movement, but I can't ready a dash. So I'm gonna turn it like this. Ready and dash to kind of move out whenever I get both the remaining party members on here. So you'll see the wheels of the war machine begin to spin as it kind of does a burnout, which is kind of an awesome picture. Yeah, she's gonna scream out into the darkness there, Ayos, as well as to you, Luca, to get the war machine. We're leaving.
The way your mic just cut out.
Oh, my bad. Leaving this hellhole! Back to Fort Knuckle! Alright. Black Abishai. He's gonna do the same as his buddy here. Pew, pew, pew! We have a 24 and a 27. Well, 26 and a 29.
One of those hits.
26 will miss?
Yeah.
Okay. Doing 7. So that's only 3. Alright. Gets us to the White Abishai, who is gonna see that you are pretty occupied. And he's gonna fly up, fly over, and drop down. He's gonna take some falling damage as he does. But he will be next to you, Luca. And he's gonna do 3 attacks.
Oh, lovely.
He doesn't have advantage, but he does have flanking here. No, he doesn't, because the Abishai is blind. So it is a 25 and a 27 there.
Yes, those 2 would hit, and I don't have a reaction. God damn it. Yep, they hit.
Alright. I mean, the 2 of the 3 flyings are already... we will have 9 slashing damage and 10 force damage. And then also a DC 16 con save on top of the 2 that you're going to make for the flying one.
Yes, sir. Hold on. I make the saves.
Okay.
And then
Now a con save. Is that what's the +4 from? Blade Song, okay.
Blade Song, yeah. But hold on, let me check something.
Yeah, does it only apply to concentration or?
Yes, so only okay.
Yeah, so you don't have the +4 to the whatever the Fiendish Claw is.
Right. Yeah.
Alright, so you do get half your movement here.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, you're pretty close. Alright. As you dodge 1, you get hit by 2. You remain concentrated on your flying spell, and as you as you kind of get hurt by these slashes and long swords coming at you, Clonk will scream out to you and say, in the voice of Matt Maggie, "You idiot!"
Oh, now I'm not getting on.
Right. The Red Abishai is. Red Abishai. Oh my god. The white one did have advantage, but I forgot, so I'll allow. Because of
Well,
the.
either way, I would have cancelled the nat 20, so bit of image.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, fair. So we're fine. All right. Yeah. Then the red Abishai will target, instead of the blue one, he will target the black one that is blinded, kind of canceling out. And then he will unleash all attacks on you, Ios, of course.
Of course.
And it's not with, well, it is with advantage because you are in darkness. 25 and 27.
Both hit. No, wait, he doesn't have +1 hits. Yeah.
Okay, and then this one will hit. The first one not. So 9 slashing damage and a con save.
Makes it.
Alright. So you're not on fire. Dahlia.
Okay. Can I try to collect Isles? If he wants to be collected.
If it's an either or thing, I also would say go Luca. But if it's you can think you can get both, then I'm happy to try.
Well, I guess I probably can. I could in theory get both of you, and I guess Luca has the advantage of not being in darkness.
Okay.
So I could at least try and get you first, which might fail anyway, and then if
Yeah.
not, I'll go straight to Luca.
Works.
Okay.
Is it acrobatics disadvantage? Is that?
Acrobatics or athletics disadvantage. Yeah.
Yes. That's good.
He makes
You're
use
able
of
to
this,
grab
so-
on.
Okay. So now I'm gonna go.
Alright.
I don't have disadvantage, right?
No.
I am still invisible.
Oh,
Does that make a difference?
No.
I'm sure you see.
Yeah,
I'm sure
you-
you see a flying
tell
Isles
you
coming
when-
towards you.
Yeah, you would, and I can also say.
You can
by
grab
the
onto
way,
Ios, Luca. You can grab onto Ios.
Just be careful where you grab.
yeah, I
Grab
just
onto
see
Ios.
it.
My spider slippers.
Just kick him in the chest.
Grab onto... Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh god.
Nope.
It's fine. I'm like right next.
Guidance.
My turn's next, so
I mean, I can also like I think if I'm dashing, I still have enough to go drop Ios off and then come back and try again.
Yeah, we're not doing any reaction shenanigans with this
Damn
picking
it.
up, so sure, I'll allow you if you go back again, then sure.
Okay, cool. So I'll go and drop off.
Yeah, Ios, place yourself on the crowded war machine.
This time I'm just gonna try and like.
This
grab
time
Luca.
I'll cast guidance as she's getting close to him.
That's
if I can.
yeah, reaction, sure. Alright,
Guidance
go ahead.
reaction.
all right. So this
On
is
our
against-
rules, it is.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is this a straight roll?
Oh,
No, it
No.
is disadvantage because
Disadvantage,
he's
yeah.
invisible.
All right. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That will be fine even without the guidance. Alright. You're able to grab onto Luca. He's kind of just flailing his arms in panic, and you just grab one of his arms.
Cool.
And then he of course grabs back, but
And then I will like just come out of wild shape to fit onto the thing. If
I
you
mean, yeah.
As I...
So as you drop Luca off, I'll put him like right here. Yeah.
imagine Mad Maggie obviously not seeing the owl. The moment Luca hits the deck, just drives.
All right, and this is a great visual. But as you're getting dropped off, the ready action will begin to result, and she will burn out, stop the burnout, and begin moving. Let me get this in here.
10 feet. 10 feet.
No. We are moving more. But I have this thing. So as we're running over this blue Abishai.
Oh God. Okay.
60.
It does make it, but you're still gonna take some damage here, right? Yeah, 3d10, no?
I
No,
think
it's
No, it's a
save
saver
us
suck.
up,
It's a
yeah.
saver suck. Okay, so the blue Abishai is gonna like fucking jump out of the way as this giant war machine gets into his path, and they're gonna turn, make it another 30, jump over to this, and kind of make the 100 feet. And I think with that, I'm gonna say that we're gonna move out of combat, as these guys can never catch up to this thing. It's way too fast. Alright. Which means we're gonna stop the battle music for now. Turn on the ambience. And move you guys to the overworld screen here. As we're gonna be changing from the scenery of Tiamat's lair, or at least the entrance of Tiamat's lair, which was kind of in the mountains behind you, like looming over you. This was more of like a watch post, but probably like a side entrance or something. Leaving that behind you, going south, it seems, as we're gonna get away from these Abishai. As you look behind you, you can still see the kind of swarms of Abishai now crawling out of the cave, seeming to grow even to a larger number and quicker to a larger number than you guys did already fight. As you all are on the machine, you'll be able to kind of observe the figures that are on this machine as well, and I'll kind of just drag them in here, make them a little bigger so you guys can be properly introduced to them. If there's any conversation or anything you guys want to say or ask, then now is the time.
Is this journey, would this constitute as a short rest, this journey, or?
Not yet. No. You definitely can't short rest on this. Not yet.
Okay, then can I just cast Aura Vitality, and anybody can just stand in it and gain hit points every 6 seconds?
Okay. Could you
yeah.
put it on the thing? Sure.
I also used one of my channel divinities to get that spell slot.
Nice. It's 30-foot cone. So what I think would be handy is for you guys to all just roll like 10 2d6 and just add that to whatever HP you've lost. And if you think that will guarantee like fill up your HP bar again, then just fill that up. But for example, for Crusher, I think it is still a question.
Nope, that spell heals undead.
It doesn't say anything about not healing undead. So.
Yep.
Al will just be sat there looking at that sword that Mickey has, just analysing it.
Yes. So that's a good thing. To do. As you kind of grab your bearings again, and literally grab your bearings to this war machine that is. This is not a normal like asphalt road. This is Avernus, so there's a lot of like hills, rocks, crags, whatever. This is not a very smooth ride. It's a very very bumpy ride. But you guys are able to hold on without any like checks or anything. It's just that it's not very comfortable, especially with so many people on it. And the heat that Avernus gives off is not making it any better. It's like when you ride in a car and it's so hot that when you like open the window to get some like cool air in, it's still like very dry and hot air, and that's just all over because there's no windows here. You're sitting on top of this thing, so you're expecting the cool breeze, but it is just a very very hot and uncomfortable, sweaty temperature that hits in your face as you're riding at pretty great speeds here. Al, as you see Mickey kind of holding onto the sword, he is kind of looking towards you guys as well, very curiously. You see him kind of pulling different expressions as he kind of darts his eyes across the party, holding his sword kind of in one hand and scratching his. You don't know what the fuck it is, but it's like this. Well, you see it on the art there. It's like a worm coming out of his mouth and going into his chest, wrapping around his horns. And he's kind of like with one hand kind of scratching on that, and then with the other he's holding the sword. You can see now that. Make me an Arcana check with advantage. Alright. With a 16, you're not sure if this is a black razor. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. I'll just continue to sit and just study, for one, study Mickey, having not come across many creatures looking like him, if any at all.
You've encountered, I think, one inside the Vein of Tiamat, but that was very briefly, right? With Remco Cost.
Possibly.
Yeah, but yeah, you keep your mouth shut for now and kind of just observe.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do the rest of us know what kind of creature Mad Maggie is?
If you want to kind of decipher what kind of creatures you could be, roll me a nature check, all of you who want to know. You can clearly see that Clonk is a Kenku, by the way.
Wow.
Any other rolls? Oh, okay.
Oh God.
I'm too distracted by Mickey.
I mean, I'm gonna say this, even with an 11 and a 12, I'll say that you guys can see some resemblances from a creature that you've seen before. Because you have seen this creature before. She is very different looking in terms of wear, as well as just overall figure. She's quite short for a creature of her type, as well as just kind of these horns and these small little wings. Were not present with the other one. But this, she looks to be resembling a hag, in particular more like a night hag.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But she looks very different to Anne that you've seen.
Yeah.
She looks very adjusted to Avernus. She's even wearing kind of the color scheme and stuff of Avernus, which is just like washed out red and brown and that sort of thing. And bones. She has a lot of those as well. She kind of matches with Dahlia. I think I said that last session, but
Is Dahlia a
Dahlia's
hag?
more- Dahlia's more greenish, and she's more reddish, brownish, like you said.
I mean, it would be the first time we've been, well, not necessarily us, but people have been fooled by a hag's transformation.
Ow.
I'm watching you, Dahlia.
You saying this out loud, or is...
No, no.
I mean,
I'm not even thinking it because they'll be able to hear it.
yeah, 'cause
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say, I'm also like, I don't think I actually specifically said I was gonna end the invisibility, so you can't even say you're watching me anyway. So
Ramius will kind of look towards Ios and say, "But is everyone here?" He'll start counting heads, and he'll be like, "We're missing someone."
I think the new one's gone.
Pretty sure Dahlia is on the boat because she brought me here and went.
I don't know what this is, Ios, but I don't think it's a boat. As the wheels kind of turn in violent rotation beside you.
We didn't expect such kindness in our first moments of being in hell.
That's all right. It's something I wanted to do for a long time, but couldn't do it with the group that was before you. They kind of left. So when we saw you, you know, kind of just thought it might remedy some deeds in the past. But yeah, I don't recognize any of you, except that guy. And she points at Kotam. I think I've seen you before, but long time ago.
Are you bringing us to a safe place, or are you bringing us?
Well,
to...
there's gonna be a question there. A little bit of a predicament we're in right now, because Fort Knucklebone, my home, we've been kind of trying to keep it out of the radar of most people, most creatures here, due to recent events and due to my participation in them. I don't want to be that obvious in the location of my place. So, well, I was gonna ask you all, where do you want to go? Because, well, let's just be frank here. You don't know me, I don't know you, so any destination in mind? Because otherwise I'll just drop you off somewhere and you can go from there. But, you know, if we are gonna go to my home, then I must have some reassurance that I'm not gonna be sold out to Zariel and meet the same fate as many others.
I think just by looking at us, you can probably tell that we're not working for Zariel or anybody out here.
Definitely
And
not
as you
Tiamat.
said- Huh? What was that?
Definitely not Tiamat there. That was for sure.
Yeah. Well, not our first encounter with her either. However, you if there is one thing you can trust about us, it's that we're not working for any devils. And I'll just
That's good.
slightly like take a look at Al, just like quickly glance my eyes, and then return back to her.
All you hear
She'll-
telepathically is just Al going. It's just a whistle.
She'll say that,
Well, I don't believe you faced Tiamat here. Believe me, you don't want to. She's whatever you came across before. She's much stronger in her own lair.
as she kind of sees you dart your eyes towards Elle for just a quick moment there, she'll say,
You know, come to think of it, I think I recognize you as well.
Uh-oh.
But like I said, long time ago. Oh yeah, you, the black cloak guy.
And now that like now that I'm concentrating on Mad Maggie, do I recognize her in
No
sight of-
idea.
No.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Say, I reckon you were together, right? You, Kotam and Al. That's your names, right? I heard a few screams across the battlefield, so
might as well guess your names right now. Am I correct?
I do not know Kotam. That's for certain.
I swear I could have guessed you were together last time I saw you. It was in what was it? That Bronze Citadel? Probably. Something like that. And you see kind of as you assume look towards Kotam, you see him kind of look towards you and he kind of shrugs his shoulders.
Is his shoulder shrugging authentic? Is he being genuine?
You want to do an insight check?
Yes, please.
Sure. So with a 13, you can't, like, he has a mask on, so you can't really see him very well in terms of expression. But the shoulders shook seems authentic to any shoulder shook you've seen.
I do have a bardic. You're correct.
You do?
The D8, right?
No, it's a D10 now.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, we leveled up.
How long does it last again?
Should be 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, you're fine. All right. With us, I'm gonna say with an 18. Yeah, like I said, it's hard to tell, but the shoulder shuck seems appropriate. Contem will kind of confirm it by saying, "Are you sure you're not mistaking the two of us for someone else? I mean, Kalimvor clerics come to these parts sometimes. It must have been someone else." And Matt Maggie says to both of you, I guess, she kind of, as she's writing this thing, she kind of turns across, and some of you that might have done some, I don't know, like horseback riding or whatever, know that keeping your eyes on the road is one of the most important things here, but she's probably not aware, seems to be not aware of that rule. But she turns her head and kind of takes a second good look at Al and Kotem and says, No, I'm pretty sure it's you. Yeah, you were at some auction where I was present as well. I don't know, remember what you bought, but I remember a face. Never forget a face, dear. Never forget it. Anyways, enough of the recognition stuff.
Al's attention's now focused solely on Kotam.
Yeah, alright. Kotam will kind of, like, say to you telepathically, wait, are you bonded with him as well, or no?
Yep.
Okay.
8 of us
He'll-
are.
Yeah, he'll say to you telepathically, he'll say, I swear I have no idea what she's talking about. I swear it.
If I find out
for
you're
himself.
If I find out you're lying, Kotam.
Does Kotam dress like other priests of Kalimfor?
Yeah, if anything, Al doesn't really dress as a Kalimfor priest or cleric, but Kotam definitely does. I would say as you would know, because you are a paladin, you've probably seen some clerics or paladins from other clericy or paladin organizations in your time. So, but Matt Maggie will continue and say, like I said, any recognition aside, any place of destination you think is a good drop-off point? Because, well, I appreciate your argument for trusting and stuff, but I haven't seen an adventurer in a long time here. Must have been a few months. And, well, the last time a group of adventurers that I helped, it turned out... well, it turned out extreme in both the good and the bad. So, I don't know if I want to get myself into that much trouble again. This was already a good deed, I think, for me, considering.
Well, definitely, we appreciate it. However, if there is something we could do to settle your worries, we usually try to prove our worth to our friends and allies, so...
Well, let's not jump to conclusions there, but anything that will prove it, Well,
if you could do me a service, then I could maybe do it back to you. Another one besides rescuing you from the Abishai, of course.
What did you have in mind?
Ah, the Dragonborn speaks. Ha! Well, Purple One, you were so courageous out there. I think you can be it again. I'm having some trouble with another warlord, so to speak, in the wasteland. He's been robbing my war machines, giving me all kinds of trouble. I suggested the previous parties would take care of them, but they were, like I said, quite occupied with the events that happened. There's this creature called the Bitter Breath. He is, like I said, another warlord. He lives down at the Pits of Souls. The Soul Vents, they're called as well. And, well, if you could take care of him, then we might as well make an alliance from that.
Would we possibly have a little bit more information than just his name there?
Yeah, well, Soul Fence is the location, Bitter Breath the name, and his status is hopefully soon to be dead. I think that's all you need, right?
Is there anything we should watch out for? Does he have powers over souls, weapon mastery? Is he really big?
He's a warlord, dear. He's dangerous to the bone, like me. Don't mess with me. But no, yeah, I think he was previously favored by Zariel, but in the recent events, he's been demoted because of disappointment. It happens. I think he was a pit fiend at some point. He's now, I think, some horned devil. Still dangerous, but less. But he rules a war party, like me. You could say we are opposites, but with the same goal. The Waste of Avernus are pretty occupied with the type of us, and, well, killing each other is kind of the name of the game. But if someone else could do that for me, like I said, I want to keep a bit on the low for now. So if someone else could just do it for me, like you capable parties of adventurers can, then that might be a good solution. Oh, he steers a group of hobgoblins.
Oh, that's
Not again.
our specialty.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that kind of in his possession, as those are not very common around here, but, well, they can work with metal, and war machines, as she kind of clunks her hand on the sheet of metal beneath her part of the war machine, that's what they're made of, so, well, they fit in quite nicely, although a bit too nicely, if you ask me.
Maggie, you say you have...
It's Mad Maggie. Mad Maggie.
Or Mad Maggie. You say you
Yeah.
have a mind for faces. Can you tell me if you've seen this person before? And I'll pull out a picture of Bella.
She'll, now distracted from the road in front of her again, she'll kind of take a good look at it and say, well, no. No. Sorry.
Then, follow-up question. If Tiamat has a soul that she's keeping to torture or as captive, how easy 1 to 10 would it be to go get that soul?
You think the goddess of dragons, has the soul of your little lady there?
Yes, I think maybe we made her quite angry, but it could be elsewhere. Yes.
Well, usually, devils turn souls in here pretty quickly to nothingness, either another devil or just currency. If for some reason she's kept alive or a soul is kept alive, well, then you would find it in Tiamat's lair. But like I said, and like you've fucking experienced just now, probably a good idea to go back there. Inside, it's much worse than outside Tiamat's lair. I can assure you. What you've experienced just now, throw around 10 times worse on that, and then you have your experience in Tiamat's lair. Is that the reason you guys came up here? Because if so, that must be a special lady.
One of the reasons, yes.
Damn. Well, everything for love, I guess. Not me, though. But you go. You do your thing. You'll die, though, if you go to Tiamat's lair. I'm sure of that. If you couldn't handle what was just out there, then you're definitely not going to be able to handle what's in there.
Well, I appreciate your vote of confidence, but I'll be getting her back some way.
Yeah, I'll look for another way of doing that. And are you even sure she's in there? Because it doesn't sound like Tiamat to keep a soul. She kind of just uses them, usually. Maybe it's... You said you faced her before, so it might have been a special case with you, but... You know, being and having lived out here for a few hundred years, kind of get a picture of what the different archdevils and dukes do with their souls. Everyone has a different approach.
Did these hobgoblins appear very quickly all of a sudden once the last group of adventurers came through, or were they here before? What's the timeline?
No, they've been showing up kind of recently, but I would say about, I don't know, 2-3 months, something like that.
Maybe whatever sucked these goblins down is what brought Bella into the hells as well.
I don't know why that would be the case, but sure. The hobgoblins are not that powerful. I hope, because otherwise we're in a lot of trouble. Anyways, have you met my friends here? This is Mickey. He's a good and big old softball. He will rip you to fret, so if I command him to. So don't provoke him. Or me. And you'll be good. And you'll see Mickey kind of just wave with the sword, and then as he realizes he's waving with the sword, he'll quickly lower it down and wave with the other one. And then Mad Maggie will kind of go over and say, on the rear there, it's Clunk. He's one of my trusted mechanics. He's also the operator of the grappling hook there, as you can see. He skilled artisan. Has worked on this machine for a while now, and it's been running like gold. And then inside, there's another one of those, the bird ones, Chucka. She does the machine work inside the thing. She'll come up once we arrive at a location somewhere. Oh, and then of course it's me, Mad Maggie. It's me, Mad Maggie, the warlord, the queen of the wastes of Avernus, lord of Fort Knucklebones, helper of the previous, whatever you want to call them, demise or redeemers. Yeah, that's me. Oh, and yeah, of course, holder of the Sword of Sariel. Well, Mickey is, but,
Oh. I'll just
What's
glance
left
at Al.
Why are you looking at me, bro?
Yeah, that's a sort of Zariel right there.
There, it's not it's da. There's only one. Well, there was one. This is the remains of it. It doesn't do much, but it's still a good antique, and Mickey likes it, so yeah.
I'm going to steal it off you, Mickey. Thought it will be mine.
You whisper inside your mouth.
All eight of
anyone
us
else?
hear it.
Anyone else want to ask or say something towards Maggie or something, or Kotam or Remius or whoever else is on this? What do you guys want to do? That's my question.
I'll ask. The fort that you're the owner of, I assume.
Yeah, that's me. Like I said, Mad Maggie, Lord of the Fort Knucklebound.
Yeah. It. Who is at that fort? Is that like a place where people could trade or rest, or and who
My-
do you
my-
allow to go in?
My war boys, of course. I'm a warlord. I have to have war boys. These are my servants, my loyal compadres. These are, they consist out of red caps, mad caps, few devils, Mickey, few Kankus, few imps. I have 2 spy imps. They might know where your friend is, as he points to Ios. Pins and needles. They come across the whole layer of Avernus and spy on everything they can set their eyes on. I've not asked them about a particular dime of sorts that you're describing, but, they might have seen something. Oh, and if you're gonna take care of the bitter breath near the soul fence, there's also a pit of sorts, the pit of Shemrath, and Shemrath's the name of a pit fiend, blah, blah, blah. He got turned into a pool of goo by Bell, and now he's kind of stuck there, but he knows a lot because he's kind of very old, and he can maybe ask him some questions as well. So, yeah. You have options, huh?
Right.
Kotam, are you? What is your read on this, Kotam? Or do you think this is good intel, and do you think we should be doing things on Avernus?
Well, I mean, you have your soul here. At least that's what we heard from you know who. Matt Maggie, sorry, I don't recognize you, but if you recognize me, I'll accept it. Seems to be a local. Few hundred years, like you said, Maggie. That must be worth something, but I have some different ideas. I'll allow my words to speak for itself. The pit of Shumrav is a very unpredictable place. It is said to be a true pool of knowledge, literally, but very unpredictable. About pins and needles, I have no idea. I've never been to Fort Knucklebone, not to my knowledge. And I might have one suggestion myself. Well, 2 actually. The Bronze Citadel, the main city of the layer of Avernus. It is true, I've been there before, although I don't, again, remember Matt Maggie there, but I do remember that it is a great place of knowledge. All devils and other creatures come there. If there's anyone that might know something more, that might have come across Bella, then it must be in the Bronze Citadel. We can also, if we're on the way there, pick up my ship. It is docked near Elturel's chains. A friend of mine waits there still. He's been probably waiting for a little bit now. But that is our main transportation, or at least our main planned transportation through the Hells, if we are to travel through it. And then the last thing is the Tower of Urim. It is said to be the greatest library and place of ancient knowledge about the Hells, but I'm sure it will be kept up to date. The only thing is frustrating about it is that nobody really knows where it is. But if you need to know anything about the Hells, then that is the place to seek out. I've been searching it for years, but to no avail. You see, the layer of Avernus and all layers in the Nine Hells, as a matter of fact, they change. The directions and sometimes even locations of things have variable locations, variable places. The distance between them, or just their direction in general, can change from day to day, from hour to hour, from minute to minute. It makes it impossible to map the Waste of Avernus, at least fully. Many have tried, myself included. So, whatever location you're going to, wherever we're going to, it will be with struggle. And it will be with unpredictable time, but one thing is for sure, you have to make a choice. We'll have to go somewhere. And we better make that choice quick, as, like I said, any time inside Avernus can change the locations and distance, especially.
But that doesn't make any sense then. If we decide, okay, we're going to go and find the library, and then we find something else, then why does it matter what choice we made? We found something else.
Well, the location, like I said, changes sometimes. It's more of an event thing. The direction of a place and distance of a place, mostly the distance actually, they change constantly. So, for example, the Bronze Citadel could be at the residing on the River Styx, as of recent knowledge, or at least the border of the River Styx. But the distance from Tiamat's lair to the Bronze Citadel, depending on whenever you go, can depend heavily, can differentiate heavily. One week it might be a few days of travel between Tiamat's lair and the Bronze Citadel, and in others you're there in an hour. Where maybe next month it can be 2 months of travel. You don't know. For the Bronze Citadel to change direction and location, though, there must be something very powerful and very drastic happening. It usually stays the same direction in terms of north, west, south, east, whatever. It's just a distance that changes constantly. It's confusing, I know, but that's how it works here.
Well, I don't like owing people things in this place, so if we can square up with Mad Maggie after we've rested at her fortress, then we can make our way to the Bronze Citadel, find your boat, and move on with our activities.
All right. Maggie will kind of glance behind again and say, hey, I said first deal with my issue and then go to Fort Knucklebones. And, I'll say this. I'll even throw in a war machine for you guys to keep if you deal with my issue. if we're not dealing with the issue, I'll probably lose a bunch of them if we're out the next few weeks. And you know, if you guys can solve it, then losing one is a small price to pay.
Maggie, we're
Right.
pretty beat up right now. I think we need to rest.
Yeah,
You
wouldn't
can
it
rest
make
somewhere
sense-
else.
But wouldn't we? But wouldn't you like us to be at full strength once we go in and do the thing you want us to do?
Yeah, yeah, of course. But I also don't want you to be at full strength to commit horrible things in my Fort Knucklebone. Let's come to a compromise here. I know a place that is, as of recent, very abandoned, but still has enough structure for you to keep on a low. I'll bring you there, then you can rest, and then from there you can go to Bitter Breath, deal with him, and then come back to Fort Knucklebone. And I'll allow you to even talk to my imps and get to know more about that guile of yours.
Well, we don't have much of a choice, right?
I can set you off near the Alterel's chains, like your buddy there said, and you can get your ship and go to the Bronze Citadel. Or, you know, you could go to the pits of Shumrath yourself and ask the pit fiend in there, Shumrath. But whatever you choose, I'll grant you safe passage there, you know, as safe as possible, given that we're in Avernus.
What do y'all say?
Has Crusher said anything?
No, he's been staring off into the distance. It doesn't look like he's been paying attention at all.
Okay. And Phoenix, or Dahlia?
Yeah, I spoke earlier and realized now that my mic has my mic was off.
Well, you can repeat it if you want.
But no, all I just said I was like listening, but yeah, I guess it's fine with me
What is fine? Which one?
to oh wait, no, because we were just saying we needed to.
So just to
Right.
give you guys like a summary of what kind of options you have here. Kotam is saying that his ship is docked at the Alteros chains. You don't really know what that is, but Alteros chains. From there, he's suggesting to go to the Bronze Citadel, where you guys can then find out more, hopefully, about Bella's location and maybe even potentially some of Remius's boys. Then you have a second option, which is Mad Maggie will set you off at a location she knows is probably pretty secure for you guys to long rest, and then head out to Bitter Breath to take care of that. If you've done that, then return to Fort Knucklebone, and she'll grant you the information that her imps have, and even a war machine to your choosing. Then the third option is to go to the Soul Fence, also where Bitter Breath is, but go to the pit of Shumrath, which is said to have great knowledge about the plane itself, so it might know something. It's all kind of a gamble here, but yeah, that's kind of the situation you guys are in.
Yeah, no, I think I was thinking
You don't have to make
try
a
and-
decision yourself.
no, I know that like if in terms of what my like preference would be, I guess
You can ask someone else in the party if you
how
want to know
difficult is
something.
this thing with is Mad Maggie's task gonna be? Because it sounds like there could be some valuable information at the fort.
Well, yeah, we're not doing that right now, anyways. Now we're deciding if we're going to get the boat first or take a rest at the safe place?
Sort of safe.
Supposedly safe.
You know, it's Savannah's. Yeah, so it's take it with a pinch of salt, but
Not as
Wait,
deadly.
I'm confused. So, okay, because there was the three options.
yeah, well, let's say it like this. You have two directions. You can follow your friends, Kotem, to Elturel's chains, and pick up your boat, go to the Bronze Citadel, whatever. Then you have my option, which is go to the safe place I've said, and you guys can take a long rest there, get your strength back, and then move south towards Bitter Breath and the Pit of Shumrath, because they're both near the Soul Fence.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
If you
Well-
want to then deal with Bitter Breath, then I'll give you my contacts and you can return to Fort Knucklebone and get your information and your war machine. If you just want to visit the Pit of Shumrath and, you know, ignore my request, which would be very unwise, then you can just ask your questions to the Pit of Shumrath and see if he has answers. Or you could do both. You know, if you go that direction, deal with Bitter Breath and do the Pit of Shumrath. Sure, up to you. But I know what I would choose.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I was I was so confused. Okay. Yeah, no, I'd rather I'd rather go to wherever Maggie's advising us is a safe place to rest and then I mean she did just kind of save our lives, so
Yeah, like I said, it's a favor for the party that went before you. I never got to do that with them, so I feel a bit, iffy about it. So, also, you're the first like adventure party I've seen in like months, which is quite unusual. So, wanted to know what's going. Do you know what's going on? What's up with that? Because
I was
usually,
hoping you would have answers to that.
no, that's what I'm asking. Usually there's, at least on Avernus, there's some adventures that come here. Most don't make it out, of course, but, you know, they at least come here. They arrive, and then they die.
yeah,
They get turned into devils.
there's a bit of an issue with the accessing the Nine Hells in Sigil. None of the portals are working properly.
I can tell you, it's all around, honey. I mean, Sigil is not the only place I think it's coming from. Because, like I said, I've not seen any adventurers since the events of Elturel.
Interesting.
It's been a few months, at least, probably close to a year. So, yeah.
You
But
keep
yeah.
mentioning the other party, just in hopes of us not ending up the same way. What happened?
You've not heard about the city of Elturel and stuff and what happened? Well,
I mean,
they
I've
were the
heard
one.
El Turel, but the adventuring party that you had.
Yeah.
Was it the
Oh,
whole
well.
city of El Turel?
Yes. Okay. Fuck. All right. Keep a short or long story short, because can't be bothered really. City of Elturel sucked into Avernus, chained to the River of Styx, being pulled in very slowly, on a time limit to save it. Zerial, Deal, Swords, Orb. Adventurers came in, tried to save it, succeeded, but had to pay the price in some ways. Others made it out, others didn't. Some elephant got killed, or whatever happened to her. Zerial decided to do something, had to make a deal or something with the adventurers. Broke the orb with a sword. Adventurers gave the sword to me, and then never seen again. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. You know, I think wherever you guys are searching this information from, you probably are able to get the information about Elturel and stuff as well. But know that these adventurers that helped me, as well as many others on this plane, you know, uh, they kind of set Zerial back in line. And by that, I'm not dead, so that's why I helped you.
Right. Okay then.
It's all, yeah, it's all a long story, like I said. But important thing is they indirectly saved your life here, because you know, if it was me a year ago, it probably would have been like, sucks for them. Right on. But you know, because of them, I felt guilty. So there you go. Anyways, made a decision yet? Or do I have to answer any more questions? Because I'm kind of getting a little bit sick that my machine is working on like 50% speed as we're carrying all these people.
I think we should deal with what we owe this woman.
Hey, like I said, you don't owe me anything. I'll drop you off wherever you want. I did this as a favor, so you don't owe me anything. But, you know, if you want to help me and you want to get something more out of my help, then, you know, go to Bit of Breath, wreck his brain in, and return to me.
Sure. I think that's the best way to do it.
Bring us
I
to
think
this
just
safe adjacent place.
Great. Yeah, wrecking in brains is always the best solution. Alright. Well, we'll make it there. Anyone else have an argument for something else, or are we going with this? Kind of get a move on here.
No, go with this.
Kotam seems a bit uncomfortable about the decision, but he's fine. And Remius doesn't know. So, he might as well choose this path as well. If it means killing some devils, then I guess he'll be up for it as well. Remember that any killing of a devil on their home plane, so any devil that was born in Avernus, killed in Avernus, permanently gets destroyed. If they're born on any other layer, or you were not on Avernus, right, and you killed something, then they will return here. So any devil that you've killed before and was from Avernus has returned here as well. Alright, let's see. Okay, who wants to roll 2d10? Alright, that's plenty, that's plenty. Alright. After about 4 hours, which is quite a short time actually, you guys make it to the following. Let me get to there. All right. Here it comes. As you ride in with your war machine, you see on the horizon a dark tower that looms. Its black spire rising hundreds of feet, and its ramparts bristling with charred skulls mounted on iron spikes. The tower's apex splits into 5 kind of narrow spires, but seem to have been broken off. They are now kind of these malformed, like clawed fingers that kind of have lost the tip of their top, if you want to describe it like that. Around the tower, you see what seem to be the wandering corpses of zombies and skeletons. Tens, maybe hundreds of them. And they're kind of just drifting about or walking about.
not with any purpose or any pursue. And as you guys come closer, you see that Mad Maggie doesn't pull an eye. She doesn't even kind of notice them, it seems. And the scavenger, the war machine that you guys are on, is just kind of fucking wreck through whatever is in front. So any skeleton or zombie that makes its way in front of the scavenger is being run over. And you sometimes feel the bumps of the bodies kind of coming under the wheels. But as you look back, you slowly see them either get up again or maybe stay down, depending on if they wreck the brain and that sort of thing. As you come closer to the tower, the density of these creatures begins to grow and grow and grow until you kind of are hitting a zombie or skeleton every few seconds, probably. Maybe sometimes multiple in the span of like 6 seconds or whatever. And as the zombies and skeletons don't seem to react though, anyhow, they don't do anything as they're being hit, or even when they're hit and like crawl up, they kind of just go back to walking. As you come to a stop, Mad Maggie says, "Well, that's it. From here, it's down south to the Solvent. You'll find whatever you're going to, pits of Shumrath or a bit of breath. And that's it. Arrived at Archon's tower. Or, you know, what was his tower at some point."
This is the safe place you had in mind?
Yeah, I mean, the zombies and skeletons, they don't do anything because they don't have a master anymore. So they don't kind of just, like you see, swirl about a bit. And the white dragon and the cleric, turtle thing, have been killed, as well as Archon. I think Zariel kind of dealt with him at some point when all things went down at the end there. So I haven't seen him in a long time, so he's definitely not in this tower anymore, I can assure you that, because, you know, you would always see him fly out and stuff. So, here's your resting place. Just walk up the ramparts surrounding the tower and you'll come to the inside of the tower. You can just take a rest there and then head over to the south.
And there's no other safe place with less undead roaming about? No?
We're in the
None?
Waste of Avernus. This is the most kind of covered place you're gonna get. Or you want to like kind of rest in one of the meteor pits that's within the Waste of Avernus, or you can go into these pits of fire. As you've kind of come closer to the tower, you've seen from behind the tower, also to the south, but to the east mostly. You can see these giant ravines that are kind of like going into depth into the layer like endlessly, and from these ravines great insane like sizable fires kind of rise up from now and then, kind of like a sun like flare that comes from out these pits and just kind of rises up like hundreds, maybe thousands of feet in the air, and then just comes down again. So,
Okay.
unless you want to jump into a meteor crater or a pit, this is going to be your best resting place. But like I said, the master's gone. You know, Archon is dealt with. Like shit happens in Avernus. He's no more. And his cleric, probably gone as well. The white
Probably
dragon,
gone?
well, I haven't seen him, but you know, he kind of just kept inside for most of the time. But I'm assuming that Zariel came down here, killed both of them, and then flew away. Archon's dead. Cleric's probably gone, and I saw the white dragon crash myself, so I know that fucker is done. Like I said, best bet.
Right. Yeah, best bet. Best that we're gonna get. Then Luca just
Alright.
smiles and just turns away from her. Just looks at the party. Doesn't say anything and continues walking, so he's like at the back of the line where everybody is.
Oh, wait. Before you go, I mean, yeah, get the fuck off my vehicle, but here. And she kind of like puts a note inside your hand, Luca.
I'm assuming you have it, but if not, then I guess I could get Chukka up here and give you one of them. But this is a number for the sending stone. You have that?
Oh, your phone number. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Great. All right. Because I mean, if you deal with bitter breath, I'll pick you up. Just kind of message me on that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got Snapchat or is that like?
Yeah.
Okay. Good, good,
Yeah. Snaps in.
good.
All right. With that, she's gonna kick you off the machine, all of you. And then with a waving Mickey, one sword in hand, they're gonna rush off and kind of do a little burnout again and proceed to run over some more zombies and skeletons as they kind of disappear into the distance, leaving you all behind there. For the direction, they're going northwest.
But directions mean nothing down here, so.
Well, most of the time they mean something, but yeah, never predictable.
I was just going to pat Luca on the back. Don't worry, Luca. They're only skeletons.
You've been set up to like kind of a ramp here that like goes around the tower. There's, yeah, like I said, hundreds of skeletons and zombies kind of surrounding you, but they don't seem to notice you in any way. They're just kind of, like I said, walking around, wandering without any purpose.
We'll test how safe we are by walking directly through some zombies and skeletons.
All right, they bump into you, but they don't. They're bumping into each other as well as they're walking in. So, but they're not attacking or anything. If anything, like Mad Maggie says, it's kind of a protection for anyone that comes across it. If they don't know about the skeletons and zombies being kind of just like this, stale without any aggression, then it might scare off some things.
All right, let's go find a white dragon.
So you guys walk up the ramparts?
Yep.
Okay. Right. As you walk up the ramparts, like I said, it comes around the tower. The flares from the pits that are kind of next to the towers give off this great heat and make it even more unbearable than it was kind of on the meteor swarmed waste that you just rode through. But after about like 100 feet of ascent, you come to the north side of the tower, where maybe some of you had already seen it, but a kind of big archway that serves as a giant door seems to be engraved into the tower. The rampart goes further as it continues around the corner, but you can go in here, or at least try. There's a door that is closed at the moment, but seems to be the first opening of sorts that you've encountered. It's a pretty tall door. It seems to be tall enough, for example, a white dragon to pass through.
Lovely. Well, could somebody please open it so we don't have to stand outside anymore?
All right, I will open it.
They're more scared of
Right,
you
I
than
as-
you are of them, Luca. Fine.
As you push through the door, make me a strength check.
Yeah, put me on blast here, eh?
Guidance. I want you to open that door.
Yeah, as you guidance yourself along, roll me that guidance. As you guidance yourself along, you almost get like called over by a meteor that kind of lands sort of next to the tower, crashing with a loud sound. Is it only?
I don't know why that rolled twice.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so is it 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, you push against this door and it begins to creak a bit, but there's no way you can push this open yourself. And Remius will kind of lend you a hand here.
Okay.
And with the two of you, I'm gonna say you'll be able to push this open. As you open the door, the two of you, one door each, you find yourself in a very dark space. It seems to be that whatever was previously in here is gone, and in place of it is just a whole lot of emptiness. There's a lot of bones on the ground of all kinds of things. There's also some skeletons walking about here, but like the ones outside, they don't seem to react to anything, not even a door opening. But yeah, it's just a very empty room. It's a very huge. It spans the whole like width and length of the like floor that would be here from the tower. So it's a more like, by the way, it's a square tower. This one. So you would say like 100 square feet or something, close to it. You see piled up in the corners these kind of giant mounds of bones, and some walking skeletons, but nothing much else.
Are there?
On the other hand, if I have fire resistance, like maybe sleeping in the fire pit is not that bad when you think about it.
Ios and Ramius close the door.
Sure.
All right, all right.
You're in pitch black. Anyone that doesn't have dark vision can't see here.
Maybe I'll have it.
Okay. Ramius doesn't.
Okay.
He will light up a torch.
Build a fire.
Yeah, he'll light up a torch. As you've closed the door, the kind of very dry, fiery smell of Avernus, this kind of sulfury aroma that you've grown used to now that you've been riding around in it for a bit, replaces itself for just the pure smell of kind of decay. These bones have been lying here for a long time. Probably, as you can imagine, they're also all clean picked. But even though they are clean picked, the just substance of the bones kind of decaying over time very slowly creates this pungent smell of death. And as the
ways in this place.
it seems that as you're kind of looking around, unless they're hidden beneath some giant mounds of bones, there's not really a passageway. It goes up, and you don't see a ceiling.
I'm gonna walk up, just to like.
Okay.
Make sure there's nothing's lurking in the shadows at the top of this tower.
Sure. As the double door closed, you noticed that the echo in here was pretty substantial, and as you're walking up, you can hear every click of your slippers on the wall kind of reverberate around you. You walk up. You reach about how far are you walking up?
Till I can see the top.
All right. You walk up about 80 feet or so until you reach the top of the ceiling of this floor, at least. You don't think you are at the top of the tower here, or you're not seeing the top of the tower, as the tower reached hundreds of feet, and this is only like you've gone up 100 feet and now another maybe 100 feet, so you've still got some room for the tower to be fully reached. But at least there's a ceiling here about 60 feet away from you as your dark vision adjusts.
Whilst Ios is doing this, I'm just every so often tapping Luke on the shoulder. But because I'm invisible, he doesn't say anything.
You absolute asshole.
Sure. Well, you get jump scared every 10 seconds.
Yes. Absolutely. Immediately, like after the second tap, Luca just sits down on the floor and begins casting Tiny Hut. Immediately.
Okay, perfect. What are the others doing?
I also come back down and he'll oof. Is there a fire? Like,
Well, Remy is just holding a torch at the moment.
okay.
So as you looked down from this like wall you were up, you could see just a very small point of fire, kind of in the middle of the room. And as you walk closer to it, you can see clearly it's the group again.
Yeah, I'll just take a watch and maybe go talk to Crusher.
All right.
Ios, help me. It's Bella, help.
There's a torch here, man. I can see you.
That's true. That's true.
Fuck. God damn it.
As you're walking to Crusher, I'll do something in between here because Kotem will come to you, Al, as you're now visible. Kind of walk in front so that you're able to see him as well, and say, "You don't have any idea of what she meant, right?"
Nope. But I also have a lot of my years lost to time.
You do?
I do.
I have too.
Oh my god.
Oh, a little bonding moment.
I don't want to bond with Cortop.
Kissing noises.
And have you ever tried to repair these memories of yours?
I've tried to redeem them, yes, but nothing helps.
Have you ever asked that? Have you ever asked our god?
Well, you know how gods are, Callum 4 included. They give kind of cryptic answers most of the time if you try to talk to them. Um, uh, I've been an explorer of the Nine Hells many times, and well, my loss of memory, I've just kind of accounted for touching the river Styx. I don't know if you know this, but the river Styx has these very powerful properties where if someone touches it, or drinks it, or swims in it, they are likely to forget a lot. Even their whole entire personality if they stay in too long. But I kind of just owned up my memory loss, or at least partial memory loss, to me touching the river Styx or being affected by it somehow. I don't know if it's the truth, because, well, I can't remember, but that's what I've been assuming.
My memory loss was, well, what I assumed to be from an attack.
Well, it might have been that as well. I don't know. Do you have any way of, well, maybe someone else telling you how you lost your memory?
Nope. Everything that I know about me prior to losing my memory has already been told me.
All right. But there's a gap.
Oh, there's a big gap, alright.
Yeah, with me too. You know, I'm a. I don't think I've lived as long as you, Al, but I've been over here for a few years, and I know losing that big amount of your memory can be traumatic. So, yeah.
This is the first time anybody has ever recognized you in Avernus.
Uh, no, but usually I recognize them back. Usually, not always, but this is certainly not one of them.
Who knows, Cor? Maybe we were good friends at one point.
We at least were together, if Matt Maggie speaks truth. At an auction, she said.
The Bronze Cathedral, right?
Citadel, yes.
Citadel. Well, maybe we find more answers there.
That's what I'm thinking, but I've been there as of last year, before the whole Elturol thing went down, and yeah, I guess I didn't know what I was looking for, but maybe with this new information we could discover something.
Hopefully. And I'll go to
Right.
walk away, but as I go to walk away, I'll just stop and I'll say to him quietly, if I find out you had anything to do with my memory loss, Cor, and then I'll just continue walking.
I'll turn around as well. Right, Ios the Crusher.
Crusher, do you have any insights on why Jonas appeared in our fight?
He's dead. Whatever you saw was a trick.
A trick that he pulled or that you pulled?
Some trick of the devil's. There's no other explanation.
Can I insight this? I know he's he's a brick wall. He's a sphinx, but
Go for it, yeah.
awesome. Both hidden? Let's do both hidden.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, I'm telling the truth, so.
GM them to me. Alright. Ios. With Kotem, it's the same, as they're both wearing masks here, or helmets, whatever you want to call them. But Kotem has been having this kind of monotone voice like Crusher has. But something is awry here. There's just a slight change in voice as Crusher is speaking these words to you.
I can add there. If you get the feeling that he's lying, you get the feeling that he's more lying to himself than to you.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah. I'm sorry that the devils are playing a trick, or whatever this hellish domain is playing a trick on you. But it was really nice to see my friend again, and um, it was great that he helped us. And I'll just leave it at that.
It is best to not mention it again.
Anyone else want to jump into this conversation? Because you guys are all, to my knowledge, standing around. Luca casting Tiny Hut.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Where is this conversation happening?
You guys have not said anything about splitting up or anything, so I'm saying you guys are all in hearing vicinity of each other.
Well, I was just about to say, whilst that conversation's going on after my own course, I want to find a dark corner where there's no light permitting.
Sure. Elch disappears into darkness. You never see him again.
I'm going to do something there, but I'll wait until everybody else has played up.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, Crusher's actually already sitting in the dark brooding corner.
Place occupied. Find your own corner.
Okay, so Ios doesn't speak quietly, but he's not like yelling to try to get Luca's attention, but
I'm
it's
I'm gonna say that the conversation between Kotam and Al was within hearing vicinity of anyone else. It is just that they were kind of in a private conversation there. The conversation here between Ayaz and Crusher was definitely just in the surrounding area of at least Ramius, because he was standing with Ayaz just a moment ago, and then probably Dahlia and Luca as well, because they're kind of together, I think, and Luca is casting a tiny hut.
Maybe I might just like turn to Luca and kind of say, "Sorry, so who is Jonas?"
Um, when you do that, Luca was focused on the spell, but intently looking at or listening to the conversation, and you just break him apart and see him shake his head as he looks at you, surprised um, that you ask such a thing, but obviously recognizes that he was just very deep into it. Uh, and he just looks down. A friend. He was he was with us when we started all of this. And now he's back again. And Luca will shout at Crusher.
Silence yourself, little one.
I'll get up and approach him. Or what? You'll call him again?
I will reduce you to a pulp, and the rest of them here will not stop me.
Is that what happened to him? Did you reduce him to a pulp?
Oh, to have been the one to be able to. I would have given anything for the opportunity.
You wouldn't have had a chance.
I'm sure there's just a amalgamation of stress and
Shut up, Kotam.
we all say that.
Yeah, yes, in unison.
Even a voice from the darkness. Shut up, Kotam! Whilst that's going on, I would like to, in my darkness, before it all kicks off, pull out
What
the
kicks off?
between Crusher and Luca.
Okay.
I just want to pull out the Ghost Lord's phylactery from my bag.
Okay.
I want to hold it tight in my
I
hand.
mean, nobody can see you, so
Yeah.
yeah, you have it in your hand.
I want to hold it tight in my hand
It's
and bring it
a-
up to my mouth.
You're gonna eat it?
No. I'm going to whisper into
You've
it.
not, yeah, you've not touched the phylactery for a long time, I'm assuming, because I don't think you're like caressing it daily. But as you grab it, the small ring with the lion insignia has been rusting and rusting for a long time. Like the times you've held it before, it fills you with a feeling of just kind of dread, and you can swear that there are some like voices of screams that you can hear, humanoid voices, women, children, man.
Fine. I'll hold it
As you
close.
grasp it.
I'll hold it close to my mouth tightly in my hand, and I'll say into it. I don't know if this will work. I don't know how to even use this thing, or if you can hear me. But put Jonas back. Whatever you've done, Ghost Lord, put Jonas back, and you can have this phylactery. Otherwise, come and get it, you little bitch. And I just hope he gets that message. And
If whether he did or not, there's no response at
no.
the moment.
that's fine.
Crusher.
Back to our feud here.
Yeah, I think Ios just interposes himself between the two of them. He's Crusher, we're not gonna fight. And whether you like it or not, the presence of Jonas aided us and strengthened you. So whether it's fueled by hate or by devil magic or just by the soul of our long lost friend, I think we'll be seeing him again.
No. He is gone.
It's funny you say that. It's him not being gone that makes you stand here. But you wouldn't admit that. Even though you think he's gone, he's done more than you ever will. He is the reason we're standing here now. Jonas.
He is nothing.
And still greater than you. You're nothing but a shadow. You own nothing. Everything about you is his.
Well, technically he's got the new hammer, but
Shut up.
Shut up, Kotam.
Shut up,
I'm about
Kotam.
to kill. I'm about to go kill Kotam at this point.
oh, Kotam will kind of just pick another corner and walk towards it.
Bump into Al.
Yeah, no, other corner.
You are right about one thing. Everything that was his is mine. I have been with him for so long. And finally, I have my bit of freedom. And you wish to speak of him in my presence.
Luca will just try and look into his eyes the best he can in this dim light. Who are you?
I have been with him all these years. He has held me back, held me within, imprisoned me. And now that he's finally dead, I have the chance to live.
Ios gets really close to Crusher and he says, are you the entity that took control of him in that orc camp?
I am the one who sought our vengeance and delivered it upon them. When he was too fearful, too broken to do so himself. And when he broke again and gave his life willingly, like a coward, I took control.
As you can tell that there is no tremble in his voice anymore.
Ios, Ios is gonna recite the oath of the Paladins of Torm.
I think when you get about a line in, Crusher's gonna punch you.
Ios,
Alright.
Ios lets him punch him. And then he recites the next line of the Paladins of Torm.
He might go to the hammer eventually if this keeps going.
From the shadows, from the shadows, you see tentacles come out to try and grasp Crusher.
All right, as we're going into this, I think it's a good point of us cutting off the session here, ending it, and we're gonna catch up with all of you in the next session here. So, as this this punching and hammering and tentacling, grasping is gonna occur, we're gonna see what happens next week. That was great. That was session 12 of Chains of Asmodeus Revised, everybody.
Why are you guys bullying Crusher? He's so nice.
We got some big reveals here. There's some crazy knowledge about Avernus, some crazy knowledge about Jonas, some crazy knowledge about Al and Kotam, some crazy knowledge about just the new places you guys are gonna go to, or where you already are. I didn't want to say tentacling, but you know, he is chains. They're chains. Actually, they're chains. They're not tentacles. They're chains.
Oh, yep.
That's right. Thanks for reminding me, Vuk. All right. Yeah. No, that was the session, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. For everyone watching the VOD or just watching right now, thanks if you made it all the way here. For anyone that needs to go, of course, go grab your dinners, make your duties, whatever. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for playing. That was a great session. We had some combat, we had some great roleplay here. Vuk, you're happy?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Great.
Can't wait until all
Alright.
these skeletons and zombies turn on us.
Actually, I forgot about that, so I'm not happy.
Is the undead one, so he's gonna like get his swarm of boys.
Yeah, I'll just be friends. So like,
Mhm. I mean, Ios is getting punched in the face by a fist and probably a hammer in a moment here. And if he doesn't get restrained by some change from Al. Also, by the way, I don't think, Al, you're in any range of getting to him at the moment.
that's true. We are in opposite dark corners.
Okay, but yeah, without a visual map in front of me, I didn't know exactly how close it
Yeah.
was.
Well, I was like assuming that you guys kind of went through the door and sort of just landed in the middle somewhere. Maybe not exact, but somewhere. And then L fucking off to one of the corners, and this being 100 feet plus square, like chamber, in width and length. I don't think you're able to reach them. What's the range on your tentacles or your change? I mean,
15 feet.
yeah, no way. But
Yeah.
you know, at least you have a plan of like doing something when we get to it. So
I got a boogie, guys.
Yeah.
Are you opening up the game so someone can make their character? Is that happening, or do you want me to just log out?
No, because we have Alex that can't log in at the moment, and Plane doesn't have a installed version, so we
Alright.
can't have 5 people.
If it
Alright.
happens, just send me a message. Thanks, Yap. That was great, and I enjoyed the the talking at the end.
That's funny. I enjoyed the PvP too. That was a lot less worse than I expected, actually.
I
It
can't
all
wait for
depends-
Crusher.
It's not over yet.
I can't wait
What?
for Crusher to kill the whole party next session. It's gonna be great.
I don't think you're full HP, are you?
I don't need it.
Okay.
You're gonna kill Ios, the guy who can do 80 damage with one single hit.
Oh, he's used that already, so he can't actually.
I'd like to see him hit me.
He can't do that. He doesn't have his charge for his completed strike.
You're gonna try and take on the 2-time champ of Battle Royale. Who's just left?
Alright, I might
who's
not.
just left the chat?
I might not kill him. Wait, he's got like no spells. I can take him.
Yeah, he has no fucking spell slots anymore, man.
One nat
He
20.
also just
That's all I need.
he also what's funny is he just dissipated Tiny Hut as well because that was still going. So that's one less for a level spell slot.
That's a ritual cast, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there's a ritual cast. Never mind. So then he's fine. But he does have to cast that again, so he's to start from the beginning here. So no, that's good actually. No Tiny Hut shenanigans in whatever is
So-
coming up.
So yeah, when all of your enemies show up in like a minute, like you're good.
Yeah, there's like at least like from what you guys have seen walking around here in this tower, there's at least like 20 or 30 skeletons walking about. They're kind of just bumping into each other and you guys, but
Yeah, and there's all those guys who live here and are definitely dead. Yeah.
I love the visual of you you guys being so serious and then just the skeleton kind of just nonchalantly passing through. Be like you guys very intensely talking to each other. You're very close up, and then the skeleton just goes like right like in between you guys. It's like, oh, sorry.
We just stopped talking to let him through.
Yeah. He's like, thanks you. All right. I'm gonna grab some dinner. Phoenix, what you think of the session?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I feel like there's a lot that Dahlia doesn't really know. So she's kind of just like, why does everyone keep arguing? What's
Yeah.
going on? But also, yeah, no, just intrigued to.
I mean, this should have probably shed some light on it. This last conversation here,
Yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, well,
a little bit.
yes and no, I guess. Like,
Yeah, raises questions again.
yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, and I would recommend just watching back the VOD here once at least, but skipping over the part with Al and me in the beginning.
You should watch. Well, let's all watch that part. That
No,
part's really good.
no.
I watched
no.
it earlier. It was really good, guys.
Fuck you.
To be
Fuck
fair,
you.
I might just have to edit the VOD out.
I once again did not watch that part.
Nah, I think you're fine. I think we can.
I think your love of D&D and the surprises is enough to believe you that you didn't watch.
Yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
watching it.
I think you're fine. Great on the roleplay, by the way, Alex. There in the last bit, that was really cool.
Crusher's
Yeah.
sad.
Oh, it seems like he's sad and angry.
He just
Most
wants
sad,
a,
and then everyone started bullying him.
yeah, he just wants a friend. I'm warming to Crusher. I am warming to Crusher, but
Well, I can see
well,
that by you trying to fucking restrain him.
this action that he's now taken upon himself has kind of lessened that warmth. But
Which action? He didn't do anything.
you just punched my friend
Yeah.
in the face.
He was asking for it.
I mean, he was quoting the very oaths that have kind of ruined you, so yeah, I guess so. Yeah, a little bit. Anyways, how do you think my Mad Maggie was, Alex?
Like her. I like her.
Okay.
She
Yeah,
does.
me too.
She doesn't have the Brooklyn smoked 30 packs of cigarettes a day voice that I'm used to.
I'm not very
you
good
know?
at accents. I'm not very well. I'm okay at accents, but I always forget them. So like once I do an accent, then I like the next time you guys meet or like anytime I speak or, like her again,
It will be different.
might-
yeah.
yeah, I might have a different accent or non-accent at all. So I'm just not very good at keeping them consistent. So I kind of just try to avoid them. But sometimes I sprinkle in something.
I have
Um,
I have a few characters. I'm excited to see him because I know you're gonna do them wildly differently than me, and I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably. I mean, the chances of us doing the
Yeah.
same kind of, yeah. And also, I think it's very fun just for like people who know a bit about Descended to Avernus, especially you, then Alex, right? To like discover what I made from it being after the events of Descended to Avernus.
Yep.
For
You
example,
even-
Arcane.
You
What?
even called out the elephant getting killed. You've perfectly
Well, she
done
said
my game.
yeah, she said elephant getting killed or something like that. So she did.
I'm-
Matt
I
Maggie is
missed
not very sure of many things because she was like she heard about all these things, but she wasn't really present at most of them. So
Yeah.
she's kind of heard rumors herself and seen the results.
I
Gonna
miss
dip,
the
guys.
element of being alive.
Thanks, yup.
Yeah, thanks, Blaine, for
Bye-bye.
playing.
Bye.
Alright, thanks, guys.
And as always, have a good one.
Deep in the heart where the tall trees rise, a secret realm beneath the skies. The moss it whispers the brook it hums, a woodland song where magic drums. Oh, the leaves they dance, the branches sway through the night and the break of day. Our woodland home where dreams take flight, a sacred haven bathed in light. The mushrooms glow in a silver ring. The forest breathes as the songbirds sing. Roots run deep and the canopy wide. A timeless world where we